And we'll see like delayed on the VOD.
But hello everyone, and welcome to Failed Save.
Vince, let me know when we're live.
I will, thank you.
Roll the intro.
My name is Vince Casso.
do
Please
it.
don't.
Don't do
My name
it.
is Vince Casso, and I'm your DM, ready to bum some folks out for this campaign. This is episode 6 of season 5, and it's titled...
Stay right here.
Hey Vince.
It might mean something different depending on what part of the world you're from.
Oh hey!
Also,
Take it how you want it.
It's this one's this one. You were supposed to make it funny.
Oh, I wrote the wrong episode. We're gonna power through.
Here we go.
This is episode 6 of season 5, and is titled Purpose Built. This show uses the D&D 5e game system in my homebrew setting of Boros, and is completed by a wonderful cast of heroes and a special guest.
What?
Let's meet them, starting with that side of the table.
Hey, hello, I'm Xander Genre playing Kettle, your Water Genothi barbarian detective. I'm finding out my origin. And my and Kettle's pronouns are he, him.
Hi, I am Sage Ryan, and I am playing Effie, your, everything disappeared from my brain, your Kalishtar, just head empty, your Kalishtar Chronergy wizard.
And we cannot have dead air, God
We
forbid.
both mostly use she, her pronouns, and she's also a squire.
Yeah.
Oh yeah!
Mhm.
Hi everybody, my name is Kaylee Bray. I'm playing Ella Britt, your Turtle Death Cleric, who's just kind of been through a lot, so
Yeah.
this is the comedy one.
I'm sorry, the moment we turned off the lobby lights, it just like took on a whole new vibe.
Both our pronouns are she, her.
Our antechamber lights.
Hi, I'm Anthony Carboni, and I am playing Rickard, a human fighter. Where do I get the creativity from? We are both he, him.
Oh my god.
Hello, I am Serena Marie. I'll be playing Verona Hart,
Ooh.
High Elf Artificer.
Oh!
Both of our pronouns are she, they.
Woohoo!
Love an artificer.
Serena, so excited to have you.
I'm so excited to be here.
Let's dive,
broke my
literally.
pencil.
Oh no.
It's fine.
We have to end the show.
Rip.
I only have a
And
fake
remember
pencil.
that you at home
know it, I got it.
have a fecund amount of power over our story. It's better than fecund,
Why?
which is how you actually pronounce
It
it.
is.
I'm not sure it's.
We have a series of nations here,
So it's
allowing
better
you to do
that you said-
everything from banking of rerolls, giving one of our characters a funny spell effect we affectionately call the bullshit strolls, activating a The Office-style confessional camera for one of our many characters, activating a Make It Baby, turning one of our heroes or an NPC into a whittle baby, a la Tiny Kettle.
Aw.
And for our top tier,
I'm not a baby.
you can trigger.
I'm a big boy!
You can trigger an Oops All Irish in honor of our wonderful new adventurer, Rickard. Plus, if we hit our goal tonight, we will release in the very near future, probably after the next week's episode, another exciting epilogue revealing some hidden gems of adventure and curious new twists to their story, featuring our very own Kettle.
What a twist.
But for now, it's time for a story. Our last episode saw our heroes waking up on the island of Kursenik after having bid goodbye to their beloved friend Klulik, who absconded back to the Westlands with Silas to live a relatively peaceful life. They joined up with Terra Sonora and the Blackout team, who traveled by ship and poppy car to the coastal city of Atsan, where Terra Sonora assured them a Mr. Tanburn, a name quite familiar to our very own Kettle, would receive them with honors and be delighted to make their mutual acquaintance.
That's my dad.
The party arrived in town, whereupon Terra Sonora informed them that the reception would begin in about an hour, but that they had some time before that to enjoy the city, also informing the Blackout team that their contract would be extended slightly to account for these new developments, at which one of the contractors, one member of the Blackout team, Rickard, protested and decided to join our party for a bit of a traipse about town instead. And traipse they did.
Oh.
They enjoyed themselves a boba shop,
Okay.
which became my favorite scene in all of this show.
But it was,
I
oh,
think
it was
It was so
lovely.
nice.
It was
so
so
good.
nice.
Watch the VOD. It was great.
Do
Yeah.
not watch the
Watch
VOD.
the VOD.
Trigger warning. Oh my god.
It was the best
I
thing
did not
I've ever
enjoy
done.
it at all.
The boba were people.
I peaked that day. The boba were people.
I wouldn't tell people you did that.
However, hellish boba encounters concluded, our heroes then proceeded up to the estate, where they met Mr. Tanburn, who was then bidding farewell to a delegation from various parts of the world and ready to receive them. Standing in the entryway as they did so, footsteps came across the corner from within the house. A young girl looking very much as Cattle remembered her, if a little bit, much older, and a little bit gaunt, a little bit less healthy than he remembers, rounded the corner, recognized him immediately, and rushed in for a big hug.
Yasmin.
Which is where we find ourselves now. Kettle,
Yeah.
she still grips onto you, squeezing you tightly, and she looks up at you. I didn't think you'd come back, Kettle. I thought, that you had a mission so that you wouldn't be back for a long time.
I failed. But I'm still on the mission. I just... this is a temporary break. I'm sorry.
How did you fail?
I haven't found the spring yet to destroy it.
Well, I'm sure it's still out there somewhere.
Yeah. And it's messing all of our lives up.
Mr. Tanburn pats Yasmin on the shoulder and kneels down. Now, honey, you should be resting. You can spend all the time you would like with your friend at the salon exposition tonight. How does that sound?
Why? Why does she need to be resting?
Oh, I'm afraid she's not feeling well at the moment, and the doctor has advised a bit of bed rest for her.
Yeah, can I do a medicine check on her?
Are we there?
Sure. You're all there, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
I was very.
I was
I
trying
know
to
that I
remember
was.
if we were there, but yeah, I think we were.
I have inspiration from last week.
You do. I saw that on your sheets today.
Ooh.
I
Inspiring.
have double inspiration
Oh.
according to this note.
I believe you. I gave out like 30 of them.
Yeah.
Retire that
I didn't
guy.
get one. I
Inspiration.
didn't get any inspiration.
It's another one. That's twice in a row.
I need you to. Did you see it? Hit the 19 and then hit the
I
edge
did
of my
not.
dice tray and then go 1.
That's the hope that only you have.
Okay.
So what was that
I've never
roll
seen a
total?
medicine.
I've never seen a medicine in my life. What was
Okay,
the total?
So do I get to take the highest inspiration or is it my most
Fuck
recent?
it, yeah, go ahead.
Do we have any rerolls yet?
We have a couple. We have
Oh.
a few. Okay, we have some stuff coming in now. I haven't tallied it yet. You do have a couple rerolls available if you want to, but I mean,
My highest is an 11 because I have a +6 to medicine.
okay.
It could be worse, but also it could be so much better if you give me one of those goddamn rerolls.
You don't need my permission. All you have to ask yourself is, will there be a fight, and will I need those later? Yes,
Well,
and yes.
the answer is a 25 now. And tell
Wow,
me what's
okay.
wrong with this child.
Okay, maybe I will, maybe I won't. I will.
This is an above game question. Sage, do you know that child isn't real?
What? I made
Wait, this isn't real?
I need.
Well, the kids are made up
I
and the rules don't
genuinely
matter.
needed
Yeah, I'm like wanting to give you my dice back to absorb it. Like it's
Are you okay with the water over there?
No, it's okay. I wiped it off my iPad.
Okay.
It's okay.
Great.
Okay, you know what? Great. 25, right?
25
And
now.
Ella, you also rolled a thing.
Yeah, I was gonna also roll like an insight or.
Was that insight on him or like a medicine-ish thing on her?
I thought about doing medicine and then I remembered who I was and I'm gonna do insight on him instead.
Insight on him. Okay. But what was
which
the total
was
for that?
14.
Okay. Don't keep that to yourself. It's not a bad roll.
Well, I
That's-
rolled a 7.
Oh.
You have a great total. You're great.
Aw.
Okay.
Again, it could have been so much better.
It really could have, but it was great.
But for me, that's pretty good.
So 25 minutes. Let's
digits.
resolve that first. So Effie,
Yeah,
may I call you Effie? I hope so.
I can't imagine what else.
You look at this girl, and I will say, You're not able to diagnose it as something specific with a name that you could just like, oh.
Okay.
However, she does seem to you to be sicker than just like a temporary bug, than like a flu. She seems to have a wasting illness, and by the look of her, she's had it for longer than a week, a few days. It's been here for a little while, is how it looks to you.
Can I stop her on her way to bed?
Sure, let's pick up on that in a moment. Ella, so you're 14 insight on Tanburn.
Mm-hmm.
Great. So, looking him over, seeing him present this, you're not picking up any overt duplicity, any necessarily like ulterior motive, but as has been his wont throughout this encounter, he seems to be keeping a lot to himself. He's giving you a version of the truth, but it doesn't feel complete.
Does he look like he's very concerned, a little bit concerned? Is this like what's the vibe on how he feels about
Sure.
about this girl's health?
He comes across like he's putting on a happy face for her,
Mm-hmm.
but you can't quite read if that is not simply his aristocratic etiquette coming through, the manners coming through, or if it's because he's trying to put on a front because it's worse than it seems.
And this is not for this moment, but perhaps for a minute from now when we're all by ourselves. But I rolled a 16 history. Do I know much about what's been going on at the house since I work for the Blackout team?
I will say it will be limited because
Okay.
you are specifically a contractor who's been working with him probably for not a long time.
Yeah.
What specifically are you looking to get some info on?
What is going on with the kid and being sick, and how long the kid's been sick, and if it's a big deal. And
Okay,
then,
yeah.
And then also, I guess, if Tanburn has seemed like he is under any sort of more stress lately, seems a little more frazzled lately, anything like that.
Perfect. Yeah, so I can give that to you. I'd say that from your time here, you know that Yasmin has not been making a lot of public appearances. She doesn't really get out a whole lot, and she does seem to be kind of tucked away deeper into the house.
Okay.
For the time you've worked here. Granted, you've not been at the physical estate for most of the time. This is also rumors you've picked up from other members of the Blackout team or other people working at the house.
Right.
And in terms of Tanburn's condition, I'd say he might give off a little bit of a hunted demeanor, but not much more than would seem typical. It hasn't gotten worse lately.
Okay.
He just has that kind of vibe in general.
Cool.
Privately speaking. Beautiful. Well then, in that case, as you plan your attempt to catch her, Yasmin nods at what her father mentioned, albeit reluctantly, and gives you, Kettle, another tighter squeeze before beginning to break away. And then we'll say, Effie, you slip out a little bit to follow her.
Yes.
Meanwhile, though, Tanburn turns back to the rest of you. Now, please, come in. I can't have you all baking on the stoop now, can I? Let's adjourn to the study and talk.
All right.
And Tanburn leads you all inside, at which point a couple things happen.
It's a trap.
The floor gives out behind him. Spikes up from the floor.
Should have checked.
A stone falls.
Kai,
We really don't do rogues here.
No.
Failed save doesn't do rogues.
Kai and Poppy, upon entering the building, immediately and become little marbles that you catch in your hand, Ella. And
Yeah, probably.
you still
Hang
see
on.
them inside, and they're kind of like. And Tanburn looks at. Oh, I'm so sorry. Are your friends Faye by chance?
That's a real personal question to ask. Can you get 'em out?
This entire building has anti-Fae protections on it, I'm afraid. We've had some issues with them lately, as I'm sure you can understand. I'm so sorry. That should wear off by the end of the episode.
I guess I'll put him in the teapot where all the other Poppy's been in there before.
Where we store our friends.
Don't lose your marbles.
I won't. They're in the tea kettle.
That proud look on your face.
Don't lose your marbles. Inspiration. I gotta stop. I
I
gotta
will
stop.
take it.
Don't stop before I get my bag.
Tanburn begins to lead all the friends away. However, before he does so, Effie, you catch up with Yasmin just as she makes it to the stairs. What do you do? What do you say?
I do my best to be unintimidating, which is very easy. I'm very good at being unintimidating. And I just go, hi, Yasmin, right?
Yasmin, yeah.
Yasmin.
Yeah.
Hello. I'm Kettle's squire. First of all, I wanted to let you know, Kettle's being very modest. Kettle has certainly not failed on his mission.
That's good.
And I know that you know that, because
Yeah.
you believe in Kettle like the rest of us do.
Of course.
So Kettle is merely sort of taking a educated break as we await the phase next move. So
Gap year.
right, it's sort of a during a gap year, you're usually kind of waiting for the school to come to you.
Yeah.
So I was just wondering, how long has it been since you've seen Kettle?
Probably a little 3 months, a little more than 3 months, maybe.
Oh goodness.
I haven't left the house in a while, so I kind of lose track of time sometimes, but probably something like that.
Are you not feeling well?
No, I haven't been doing that well lately. Dad says I'm not supposed to talk about it, but yeah.
I grew up with many siblings, and we went through many illnesses within the family, and it looks something like a foster brother of mine had at some point.
Oh, okay.
Do
you know what it was?
I don't. We didn't have a lot of access to care and medicines.
Oh, well, my dad's taking me to all kinds of people, and no one knows what it is.
Oh.
Or didn't tell me.
Would he keep that from you?
I don't think so. I was in the room when they talk about it, and they act like they don't know, so
Well,
I don't think that I'm the only person who doesn't know.
you have access to all the finest in the world, and tons of very powerful magic users are in the building right now. So, anything we can do to help.
Okay, thank you. I think I'm just probably gonna take a lie down right now, and I am gonna be at the the salon later.
Okay.
So if you can make sure Kettle stays, I'd like to see him again.
Of course. I'll absolutely make certain of it. Looking
Okay,
forward
good
to
to
the party
meet
with you.
Yeah.
And Effie kind of like bows to her a little bit and slips
Oh.
back to the party.
Book girl to book girl.
Back down the hallway. Rickard is talking to Ellie. He's like, imagine being so rich, you just put people in a marble, and you don't even think about it. You don't even think about it. You just go, oh, sorry, you're in a marble now.
And it's not even like, oh, we're in a marble, let me fix it immediately. Just
No.
we're gonna mention an episode for some reason. And I was like, what is that?
Oh, you're in a marble. Sorry, you're gonna miss the big party I'm throwing for everybody who's not in a marble.
Yeah, it feels.
I specifically introduced her as my wife.
You did do that.
Oh, sorry, your wife's in a marble and I haven't paid you in 3 months.
This feels targeted towards you.
This feels
actually.
very
I think
targeted
maybe
towards
it's-
me.
It's specifically.
No,
at you.
no.
Oh, we can still carry on your nuptials, marble aside.
Oh, he's listening.
Oh,
Sorry.
he's just here.
The walls echo.
I mean, I guess I wasn't really trying to be quiet, but you
Speaking
probably.
very loudly.
Also, I'm back. And honestly, I do feel like saying that he can marry someone while they're in a marble is deeply not okay. She would need to be out of the marble to be able to fully agree and
Oh,
experience it.
she's still perfectly awake and aware in there.
No, it's a little circular
Quite
prison.
small.
It's a
That's
little,
so much
it's a little
worse.
circular prison.
What about the portrait?
What?
The wedding portrait!
Oh, of course.
You're in a marble.
Hey, Rickard, can I borrow you for a second?
It'd be a forced perspective kind.
Rickard, can we?
That is clever.
Take the marbles back and make sure that they're all comfortable. Then apparently, if they're aware, that makes me very worried for them.
Sidebar.
Poppy
Do you
waves.
remember that you're not?
He doesn't know that.
Okay, I just feel like you're getting a little.
He's
into
treating me
details
that way
about
and
the
he thinks it's
portraits.
real.
Okay, you know, I just meant with the, like the portraits and all of that. Okay. Okay, great. Just check. We're doing a little reality check.
No.
In
He doesn't know.
no.
He thinks it's real,
Yes.
and that's how he's treating me.
Right. I like Thank you. You're strange.
How am I
Tanburn.
strange?
Tanburn leads you all through an opulent home, clearly massive, though not quite as elaborate or ostentatious on the inside as you might have assumed. Polished granite floors inlaid with... Whoop, I lost my place. Polished granite floors...
Not a second of dead air.
Keep it going.
Polished granite floors inlaid with hardwoods run the length of long halls.
Inlaid with go to break! Go to break!
Vaulted entryways, curving stairs leading to upper floors reveal wrought iron designs and the banisters of figures and insignia that you don't recognize. You're led down a hallway to the left, replete with portraits of matriarchs and patriarchs of Tanburn past, and into what looks like a small study or a smoking room. It's decorated in a minimalist style with broad picture windows revealing expansive grassy grounds and a decanter filled with a swirling orange liquid surrounded by cups. That's not all, however, as there is another figure in the study already seated upon a maroon leather couch. Verona, would you introduce yourself and tell us all what our party sees?
So, as the party walks in, they see Verona, who is a very thin, high elf. She's very lanky, wearing a lab coat, sitting on the maroon seat, sort of with one of her legs up, and sort of it looks like she's sort of arguing with what you would see as like an automaton that's a lizard, and in a lab coat. So,
Saving the best
A
for
doctor
last.
lizard.
a doctor lizard. I'm also in a lab coat.
Doctor
Yes.
I concur.
Yes,
Kurt Connors.
this is Verona, a research associate of mine.
Oh yes. Hello. Dimitri, down.
Oh.
Stand up. Hello. Hi.
Hello.
Us stand up, you stand.
What? No, I've stood for you.
Oh.
Esteemed
Oh, hello.
guests. Esteemed
That's
guests.
standing up.
Steam?
Yes, she's here working on a couple of projects with the company and is staying on the ground, so please be met. I'll get some drinks
Hi,
going.
I'm Effie.
Hello, Verona. I've already said that. It is wonderful to meet you all. I didn't know you were bringing guests.
Oh, yes, these are my compatriots. This is my squire, and these are my bodyguards.
Oh,
Well, that's new.
you have a bodyguard.
Well, I let them think that. I do not need a bodyguard, but they
I do.
offer protection.
I need it.
Yes, for my squire. We're working on it.
It's quite fascinating. So you've seemed to have found friends.
Well, I have found companions on my quest to destroy the spring.
I'm on break.
Is that unusual? Would that be something that you find unusual for someone like Kettle to have found friends independently?
Well, I just think it's very interesting, as all. You are fascinating. I've read and have been piecing stuff together, and it's just fascinating as all. What is your deal, though?
Oh, hi, I'm Rickard. I actually work here.
You,
I'm part of the blackout team.
Oh, we
Yeah,
we have a blackout.
And I hand you one of my business cards that
Oh.
just says Rickard Ellsworth, both armed and unarmed skirmish expert.
Oh, thank you. Dimitri, a business card, and the automaton starts.
Oh no!
No, I'm obsessed. and sort of like a you know those camera or those like printers that you can plug into your phone that just
Yeah. And Instax.
and
A fancy
Instax.
Yeah,
printer.
a fantasy Instax.
So he instax my business card,
Oh my god.
and it is
That's clever.
it looks like an illustration of Dimitri and I.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
Look at the two of you.
Yes, that's my little guy and I. Yeah.
Oh, that is nice.
So
Mr.
wait,
We should get those.
you were reading about me?
Oh, yes. Just reading about you, about the other projects I have going on. I'm so busy here with, Mr. Tanburn. He's quite a busy gentleman.
Is part of your projects
Well, no.
Are you my parent?
No, I wish.
Oh.
I would wish.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Are you his mom?
No,
Give him a hug. Give him a
I'm
hug.
Not, I'm not.
No,
his
I
mother.
wouldn't-
Just a big, just
don't.
a real big,
No.
just a
Dimitri,
real big.
hug him.
Hug the automaton.
What species of lizard are we talking about? Just so I'm picturing Dimitri correctly.
Oh, Dimitri is like, looks like a kind of like a bearded dragon, but small. So
Oh.
kind of like chunky, like stocky, but tall and has a long neck.
Chunky little
I'm
lizard.
picturing like a beast, like a fantasy beast morpher, like a
Yes.
transformer, but it's an animal.
I take Poppy out of the kettle, and I show her. I'm just like, look, you'd love it if you were full sized right now. I'm telling you, you'd be having the time of your life.
And you see her like up against the glass, just taking it all in.
And then next to her, an even tinier little spoon. Just
Oh
like,
my god, that spoon is so fucking little. It's mad little. Though.
You're right. Hang on, and I'm gonna like rummage in my basket for something that I can use to like the way I used to put cornbread on my head. Cornbread is a
What?
turtle. He's
Bread.
a tortoise. It wasn't. His name was
Do you
cornbread.
wear
Sorry.
bread on your head?
No, it doesn't.
Fascinating.
It rhymes.
Yeah.
you know.
And see if I can like, if there's like some kind of like tiara or something that I have, like not a tiara, but like a little like metal thing that I can like, and then like put the marbles on so they can.
Are you
over here?
Are you GoProing?
Yeah.
Are you
Oh,
doing a
go- I'm gonna
fantasy
give 'em-
GoPro?
The VR experience.
Yeah. Bird's eye view.
Mr. Tanburn hands the drinks from the decanter around.
What's in here?
Is it Zima's?
Oh no, we have a strict no Zimas in the estate rule. I find them dreadful.
Oh,
Do you fancy Zima?
No, I also think they're very bad. Terrible time.
This is sarchin. It's a little something that we brew here at the estate, as a matter of fact.
It's quite delightful. I think you guys would appreciate it very much.
And you give it a sniff, I assume. It smells a bit fruity, herbal, and starchy, almost like taro.
Both us perked up.
Scented genre.
It's me.
I lean into Kettle. I'm just like, I've never been invited here. You're a good luck charm.
Oh, I've never been a good luck charm before.
Father must like you very much.
You think so?
I'm in here.
Wow, that gives me some sort of feeling like approval that I've never had before.
Is it approval?
I don't know.
Can you describe your feelings for me?
It's like I want that man to be so proud of me, but it doesn't matter what he thinks, but I want it.
Well, great. That's very human of you.
What? Oh.
So is a broken relationship with a father just across all planes then?
I don't know.
I think
Meanwhile.
all of us. I think all of us are the wrong person to ask, which
Yeah.
honestly
I'm
I
an
think
orphan.
answers your question.
Meanwhile, we have a confessional for Fedor.
Is that wait? Oh my god.
Count me in.
I gotta go.
He's watching.
That's me.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Boo.
Whoa!
Sorry.
It's like she's still with me. You see Fedor standing in front of what looks like an expansive family tree, and one little image, one portrait on it has been darkened. It's invisible, and you see these tendrils of black, almost like branching out from it, bleeding into other parts of the network. I've been trying so hard to reach out to her. So far, nothing's getting through. I know what she's doing right now. I can see it. But I'm trying mad hard because I know I can just see this. She's got some choices to make coming up that are not gonna be easy. And if she stays down the road that she's on right now, I worry that more than just Ella will have to pay the price. You like my shirt? I wore it just for this confessional. Anyway. I got a date down at the Margaritaville, so I gotta go, but... yeah. Meow meow. Or fuck.
The god of life and death has a very unhealthy attachment style.
I also also I think I just realized that it was my fault that Theodore sounds like that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's your fault.
Mischievous laugh.
The things that we have done to Vince's world can't be forgiven.
You're welcome.
I just can't wait to meet Fedor in Bane's Break and have everyone be like, "That's not Fedor." No. However,
He doesn't even sound like he surfs.
He's not chill like that.
are we drinking the drink?
Yes.
You're not gonna have to roll anything. Just I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
Great, awesome.
Yeah.
Con save. No. The flavor though of the sarchin is akin to like mango and sticky rice, but as a beverage.
Ooh.
It's very light, very cooling even, and sweet. It's quite nice. But upon drinking it, upon merely inhaling the effervescence of the beverage, something weird happens.
No.
You all feel a bit of the old country coming over you.
Oh.
You want to just
So soon. Right at the beginning.
No, that's right.
you want to get a plate
I
of
still
corned
haven't
beef and
locked it in
cabbage
this
and
weekend.
celebrate. As we do have an Oops All Irish,
Great.
where you all feel just the luck of them appearing, and you can't help it but do the most impeccable, flawless
Now remember,
Irish dialect.
I'm not doing Irish. I've never heard of Ireland.
Never heard of Ireland.
You're right. You're not doing Irish. It's a.
You all
Fantasy
do Irish.
Nobody says
actively joking.
I'm
The
just
two of
on
us
mute.
both short circuited at the same time. Both were going to say something, and I was like,
I've forgotten what we're talking about.
Tell me more about your work.
Asshole.
My work is incredible, actually. I think this is correct.
Oh, yeah. Go for it. You're perfect.
No, it's actually it's wonderful. The work that I do is studious, even studious.
Sometimes it helps if you just throw a few R's in to lock it in.
Oh yeah, just lock it in. Okay. And actually, I have I've perfected the padlock. Actually, many different machines I have been making for.
It's true. We here at the manor have we patented the padlock all over the world.
Deleted from my internal database. It is like not found.
I
Well-
feel like we invited you on the show and just bully you. I'm so sorry.
it's that scene from SpongeBob with the fires and the searching through the files. We threw out Irish.
Our guests put up with so much.
Surely do.
Right.
Right.
All right.
Kettle.
Oh,
Kettle.
right.
It's good to have you back, my boy.
Oh, it's good to be here.
But I wondered.
Now that's got a lot of layers.
Yeah.
But
You're
I
telling
wondered.
me.
Did you plan to stay with us?
Oh, you know I can't stay for very long. I'm on a mission. I must destroy the spring.
Are
Of
you all,
course, of course.
are you all making fun of me?
No.
Yes.
He's
No,
on a mission to get
I
back his
like
life.
you.
Yeah.
Turtle.
You're welcome to make fun of my accent.
And
if you'd like.
Kettle. Kettle, what do you recall of your time here, if I may ask?
Okay, but that's an HR issue when you do it.
Honestly,
Where's Martin? Right on now.
Where is Martin?
honestly, I haven't been able to remember much. I remember being in a tank of some sort, and then Yasmin was there, and then there was training, and then I was off on my mission.
To destroy the Irish Spring.
Spring. Fighting the spring.
Not fighting, destroying.
Destroying, ending, annihilating the spring, as a
Yeah.
matter of fact.
Right.
My, you certainly have quite a personality in there. You've come
Most of it's the wine.
a very long way. It's non-alcoholic, so
Oh.
that's incredible.
You just get a sugar buzz.
Effie looks just a little disappointed, and I can see it in her eyes.
Effie is trying to figure out how to talk. You seem surprised that Kettle has such a personality.
Right, well, when I initially designed him, he didn't have much of one at all, so yes, that is bit of a surprise.
That's how most babies work. They aren't really born with those.
Of course. Yes, that's all it comes up to. That's all there is there.
You look like you're lying.
I'm struggling with the accent a bit. I'm not going to lie.
But you are.
Oh.
Somewhere in a marble, Kai is rolling an insight check.
Yeah. And just crushing it.
Yeah,
just crushing it. But there's nothing
Best
she can
rolls
do.
of her
She
life.
does everything.
I'm letting them see everything from up here.
But your lizard has a bit of a personality, yeah.
No.
Tell us all about it. Regale us an extended tale.
No, it just seems to me that Little Spoon has a personality. Dimitri, do you build Dimitri to have the personality that he has?
Well.
Right?
Yeah. Well,
You look so happy in the picture.
you know, we are. He's
Were. Ooh.
no, we are.
Trouble in
Pin in-
paradise.
Putting a pin in that one.
No, Dimitri is great. He's wonderful, little and small, and completely empty. He's you know, a little reflection of me.
Are you empty?
No, no.
Right?
Oh.
Well, are you Irish?
She's so much fun to work with.
It seems like you prefer them without much for personality.
No, that's how they are.
Well, no.
It seems like I'm an anomaly.
Well, if you are what you seem, that is, I'm sure.
Verona. What's my voice now?
Come back to us.
I was part Southern, part Irish, and something else happened. It's so hard to Verona.
Bless your heart.
Verona. I'm trying to be quiet here so that Tanburn can't hear me, though, so maybe I'll wait to have this conversation.
Right,
I
sorry,
really
I'll
would
step
love to know.
away.
Hey, can you fuck off for a second, actually?
We're all seated in a circle here at this table.
In a bookshelf, just in case.
Melt into the background for a second.
I'll put on the earmuffs.
Great. All right. Verona, you said you'd been reading about cattle.
So fascinating.
Where are those documents?
Oh no, we have a memorization system. So it's all up here.
Would you?
Is that reading?
Well, it was until, you know, we had to destroy the documents. It's so
Sorry.
yes,
Sorry, the concept of burning the documents.
completely. It was a large fire. Dimitri helped.
Dimitri's just sitting in the corner with a Zippo.
Yeah. Opening and shutting and like little flames.
I'll do it again.
I'm obsessed with him.
Oh, the concept of burning the written word is just quite troubling to me.
Oh, why?
Mostly because I love books.
Oh, yeah.
She's a librarian.
Oh.
Yes.
So you can imagine how knowledge like that would be safe with someone.
Did you all feel the drink leave you?
Thank
Wait, where did mine go?
Oh my god, yours was fake the whole time.
Entire.
No,
You've been
it was
you've been
real and it was taken from me.
You've been drinking the juice.
Yeah.
Who's got the juice?
Oh no.
Well,
Yeah.
sorry, you were still talking.
Anyway, sorry, where were we?
You should just
Sorry,
tell her everything that you know so she can put it in the book. for
I would love to
posterity.
chronicle anything. That's what I do,
For
actually.
Kittle.
In addition, I was a librarian, but really, it was about chronicling. I never had access to much for magic, so I was always much more interested in other people's information and skills and chronicling them. And I'm excellent as like a research buddy to write everything that you're interested in or that you know down.
Will you be staying with us then? With Mr. Tanburn, will you be assisting me with research? I am the lead researcher, and right now my only employee is Dimitri.
Get along, stay.
So, do you want a job or?
I mean, do you want to be a squire or research assistant?
Research assistant.
Okay.
Think longer.
That felt personal.
I'll get back to being a squire as soon as we leave, I promise.
Okay.
So I was never a squire. Yes, of course. While I'm here.
Really? I can give you an orientation, but that would require a large chunk of your time.
Yes.
Yes.
Meanwhile,
Give him a great gift.
I just lean and I go, remember, they don't pay in a timely fashion.
Right.
Meanwhile, we have a confessional for Verona.
Oh. Not
Count
in an Irish
us
accent.
in.
Thank God. Oh my God. Honestly, I know I've read a couple of things, but I didn't actually think he was. He is fascinating, but I don't. I'm feeling just a flutter of curiosity and ingenuity as I study every motion and movement he makes. It's truly confusing. Dimitri is also confused. He right now is licking this battery.
Licking a battery?
And so, we
Just flicking a lighter, licking a battery.
What a badass.
very cool. So we together are gonna have to get to the bottom of this because it is truly remarkable. Verona out.
Every couple of seconds, you all just hear a little.
Dimitri.
I'd like to roll perception to see if Dimitri has just a pack of cigarettes
Rolled
rolled up in his
sleeve.
lab coat.
Yes, please.
It's covering up the barbed wire tattoo.
A cigarette. Single.
But he's like chopped it
And
up
it's
a little
loose,
bit.
yeah.
Yeah. It's 16 to see if he has a pack of cigarettes.
So, you see in his lab pocket several little tiny miniature pens, miniature pencils, and a bunch of loose cigarettes.
He's so cool.
So cool.
Oh,
But the hour grows late. I must prepare for the exhibition later, which you are all more than welcome to attend. In the meantime, you have run of the grounds on the house, and Verona knows the estate quite well, and my home is your home. I ask only that you mind the bedrooms, because Yasmin is likely asleep.
And what is this exhibition exactly? What are you exhibiting?
Yes, I'm showing off a new art collection that some of my...
Sorry. It's
Oh,
a habit.
Thank you.
It's really good.
Oh, goodness.
Right.
I'm showing off a new art exhibit that some of our research has produced lately. It is quite interesting. If you'd like to see it, I'd be more than happy to show it off, and I think you'd enjoy it.
Sort of the intersection of art and science, then.
Yes, it's quite fascinating.
That's us here at Tanburn Innovations Limited.
Huh.
Mr. Tanburn rises.
Look at my lizard.
Mr. Tanburn rises, offers a stiff bow, and takes his leave. All of you are alone, together. You hear the small commotion of setup as this exhibition is being put together in the salon, and even now, a few guests have begun to trickle in, but you have a feeling it'll be a minute yet before the event commences. What do you all do?
Verona, if you don't mind, could I see where you work? Where you make things like me?
Well, we will go there later.
Oh.
I'm sure.
Oh, yes, whatever you say.
Yeah.
It's
It's incredibly messy right now, and
Oh,
I would be though happy to show you.
okay.
Like, what time?
I think that let's get some food in us. Is anybody hungry?
Kettle doesn't eat.
I don't eat, but
You don't eat. What is your
steam powered.
your fuel source is steam?
Yes, I'm made of water.
Oh, yes, I do remember.
Shore the sword you've been working on.
Oh! And you can see that he sort of motions for his hands to come together, and they sort of form like a limp blade.
Oh.
I'm working on it. This is my normal, and he pulls out like a double-bladed axe.
Oh my goodness.
This is what I fight with.
You made this.
Well, this was what I was made with. But Rickard here has been trying to help me control it and make other shapes. I've never tried that before.
Just having a bit of fun.
Ah, I see. So you show him the shape, and then he copies what you've shown him.
Approximately.
Oh, yes, that makes more sense to me. Yes. Would you like a crudité or like a lox and bagel type of situation? You don't want that.
So fancy here in the
The
main
two
house.
ends of the snack spectrum.
Yeah.
I know. I was trying to think of fancy snack.
Fantastic.
Bagel and lox.
Veggie sticks or bagel lox. That's the two options.
Would any of you like some flaming hot Cheetos?
I love the flavor of hot
Absolute
Cheetos.
favorite.
However, Verona, it might be some leftover effects of the beverage from the study.
We are bullying our guests.
They're bullying our guests.
That said, you do feel a little something come over you, and all of you realize that Verona suddenly becomes quite small. No more than a couple feet in height, and we have a make-it baby for our Verona. We now have little baby Verona leading you about the house.
Verona, does your lab coat shrink too?
Yeah, so
Okay.
I am the same size as Dimitri.
Maybe like holding your hand, like holding you.
So like there's like bagels and lox and other things that we can if you are hungry.
What's in this? I'm not the only one, right?
No, it's definitely not Zima. I'm not
not.
particularly.
Is
hungry.
just something?
No, I just everything. I am irritable now.
And
Sure.
I feel like and Verona starts like bawling.
Oh,
no, you're leaking.
sweetheart.
It's okay.
Do you have a snack for the baby?
I do have a. Well, hang on. Let me.
Make sure it's not one of the murdery ones.
Sweetie, are you upset or are you hungry?
I don't know.
Okay,
Okay.
we're a little fussy.
Okay.
That's all right. I got something for that.
I take nap right here.
Take a nap.
Take it down.
Here you go, sweetheart. This is a
Verona.
little fantasy juice box for you. That should
Verona,
yeah, you go,
would you
sorry.
feel better in your office? Should we take it to the lab?
I can't get in there right now. It's locked.
Why is it locked?
Because it's not my office. It's our office.
Oh. Okay.
Oh my god.
Huh.
Wait.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
I'll give her a cookie too.
as we give Verona a cookie and a juice, we have a confessional for Poppy.
Oh.
Poppy's gonna get it all.
Allergies for puppy.
Yay.
Or a fear.
Or a
Count me in. Hi, I am Poppy. I'm in marble. Hello. So I'm watching everything play out and just having not a great time because I'm in a marble. That said, though, it's fun to watch everybody squirm about the wedding. Also, while I was in here, I thought I might take like stock of me and just do a bit of work to figure out, if I had fears or allergies, what might they hypothetically be?
And by hypothetically, you mean canonically.
Yes, like I have them forever now. So first of all, I feel like I have a strong allergy to horses, specifically dander and fur.
So bummed.
Which will definitely never come into play later. And I think in terms of the fear category, this is less of a fear and more of like just an aversion, like, ugh. And I just have a weird thing about fruiting trees. And
always come back to trees.
and other foliage that produces edible things. That's going to be weird later. Verona out.
Did you just give a summer fae an aversion?
To
That
fruiting
might be
trees.
temporary. Until it stops being funny.
Sorry, Gina, we love you.
Don't worry, Kai's also on here.
Oh.
If you wanted, now that Verona's blood sugar has leveled a little bit with the juice, if you wanted, sometimes I work by the in the sunroom.
Oh.
And if you guys wanted to come to the sunroom, you can. And I'm gonna climb on Dimitri like a
Sure.
horse
Just-
and ride him.
We'll just rest in the solarium before the exhibition tonight.
In the salon.
In the salon.
Mm.
Fucking money.
I've never been in the sunroom at night,
Oh.
It's
At
daytime.
night, it's just a room.
but it's daytime.
Highlight of the fledgling.
We had had an evening tea or
the
something.
single best quote in this entire show. But it's they. So.
Yes, and.
Yes, I would love to see the sunroom. That would be great.
Right, you're my assistant now.
Yes, I am.
Oh.
Your sister, baby.
But on loan.
Yes, on loan.
You signed a contract.
You went from being his squire to a baby's assistant.
Yes.
This is quite a day for you.
Doing great, sweetheart.
I've had worse jobs.
Honestly, so have we.
It's a living.
Technically, being a squire is the longest I've ever held a job.
That's not encouraging.
It's not.
As a freelancer, I completely understand.
Thank you.
You have
Oh,
to
yeah.
go where your interest lies.
I need you to fill out this fantasy W9.
All right.
No, it's too
I'll
real.
take it. It's not
Fair
zero
enough.
to
I don't like it.
My interest lies in whoever is willing to employ me after I mess up.
Verona, as you walk and lead them to the sunroom, you realize with each step you get a little bit taller, a little bit less cranky as you unbaby.
A little bit taller.
Oh,
You become a bit of a
God.
baller.
We all unbaby
Yeah, we
every day.
all unbaby. As I was writing Dimitri.
Oh.
Pour one out.
I squished the boy, but he's fine.
Is that something that happens to you?
No.
It might be us. Weird things happen to us all the time.
Yeah. Would you like another cookie? You okay, sweetheart?
I would actually love another cookie. That's really comforting on a deep level. To the sunroom.
Yeah.
So like nothing's written down, or like I'm just wondering if there was any.
Oh, and so we do a lot of, I do a lot of drawings, and so a lot of my research in the sunroom is ongoing, and as such, you know, and we enter the sunroom, and you would see it's just like a large room with like a big window that lets in the sun. There's just like a couch, like a double-seated couch that has a lot of just like scattered papers and scribblings and all of that.
Looks like you do a lot of your work in here.
Well, you know, so sometimes it's inconvenient to go into the laboratory, and as I am on the grounds, you know, permanently for a little bit, you have to make yourself at home.
You also notice one other thing as you all enter the sunroom. Picking up some papers to begin to leave, Rickard, you spot Martin.
Martin! Martin, you slippery bastard!
Oh, hey
No,
there, Rickard.
no, don't you go walking off.
Right, yes.
You got my invoices.
I did get your invoices, yes. Tara Sonora did mention you'd, be wanting your extension.
Is the whole blackout team Irish?
No,
What's
just
Irish?
right. So, yeah,
We're throwing a fancy party tonight with Living Art, but we don't have money for Rickard.
oh no, we've got, we've got money for Rickard.
You should just give it to him.
I need to go here, have a form.
You fucking guy.
Look, I can do this. All right, so Terra Sonora often makes these somewhat last-minute changes to the scopes of the missions, and then I have to go shuffling accounts about to make it right. I'll give you a wee advance now. When I've had a chance to process the paperwork at the bank, I can give you the rest.
I'm never getting paid.
Well, I'm sure you got something in your pocket. There we go. You got.
Yeah, what's
you
in your
already carried
pocket? Empty
some.
your
This is my
pockets.
latte. No.
Empty your pockets, Martin. What you got?
Am I witnessing a shakedown?
Oh,
Yes.
no, I just have...
You're witnessing me. You're witnessing me being shaken down by the 1%, as I am every day.
All I have is this one bag of
familiar
money
somehow.
and several loose batteries. Oh, where'd they go?
No.
Dimitri!
Double missing batteries?
Don't mind that. Don't mind that.
I almost did.
I
came so
No,
close.
I did it.
Just staring down the barrel.
No.
Come on, hand it over then.
All right, I never can say no to you.
And Rickard, what are your late?
15.
What are your late fees that you normally charge for that late?
It's the same damn day.
That's a great
Late
question.
fee.
You haven't paid me for the last job.
Well, that's a matter of opinion.
No, it's not.
I don't think you can. I don't think that that's how any of that works.
I paid you. I paid you.
In what?
I paid you I paid you the pre-exchange Wezi rate for the work that you did, which, because it was in Kirahar, is exactly how we said it'd be paid out. The fact that the gold
no, that's
tanked
right.
after you got paid is not my fault.
I spent it. That one's on me. That one's on me.
Is the group chat still up? It was a bit ago.
I mean, why not?
Hey, Rickard, how much do we dislike this guy?
Kettle. I'm sorry. Which? Martin?
Yeah.
Oh no. Listen, I like all these people.
Fascinating.
Sure.
Okay, right, because I was just gonna say, Kai's not here to do this, so like, I could like, dig in his mind and show him his nightmares and make him...
Why on earth would anybody dig in somebody's mind and show them their nightmares?
Oh, we wouldn't.
What a weird...
Sounds like we just
that's-
pulled that out of nowhere.
Listen,
for sure.
that's a disproportionate reaction to the situation.
I don't know, he seems pretty upset.
No. Listen, Martin. I'll get you.
Rickard,
I'll get you.
I believe you. After all, you and I go all the way back to grade school, we do. Old friends we are.
Now,
Just a couple of
now
pies on.
now I've got to deal with that. No,
Okay, but when
listen.
people say that they're going to get you, I think that's usually a threat.
Oh, sure. Remember when I was talking to Terra Sonora?
Yes.
And I said I was being very angry, and she was being very, that's just the way people talk to each other at work. It's horrible.
Okay.
Working is awful. That's the first thing you gotta learn. But when we're all off the clock, it's fine. We don't need to go poking around and seeing anybody's nightmares.
Oh, okay.
Meanwhile,
He's got a job, I've got a job.
Uh-oh.
we have a confessional. I'll try to behave. For the boba.
No.
Noba is what I say.
No.
Am I right,
Count
Xander?
me in.
Am I right, Xander? Am I right, Xander? Noba. Noba is what I said.
I'm alive!
No.
I finally dug my way out of Boba Hell. I have returned to the world of Boros.
Boros.
And I'm here to finally take my vengeance on those who wronged me. How did that go down? You know what? I'm not actually sure they did something all... No. But, okay, I'm gonna do it anyway. I blame all of this on that cadre of miscreants who came into my shop and convinced me to bug trap myself against the barrier. I will find them. I may have emerged from the earth in the most southerly part of Kirahar on a different continent, but by gum, in this campaign or the next, I will find them. Verona out.
I know. That's a bit of like a Sam Raimi Spider-Man kind of origin, where we didn't actually do anything to you.
Right.
We were just there.
It's honestly, you were totally fine.
I was gonna say, we just were appropriately horrified at the things that were happening.
He's got to get the frustration out. He'll cool off before he gets to you.
I'm sure.
Depends on chat.
I feel like that's what you said about do.
Oh, and Guy, kind of.
Well, we actually are a little bit.
Yeah, we did
spoiled for
kinda do
that.
that.
We did that.
In time.
I'm actually gonna kind of step over to the group as Verona is dealing with how many batteries. How many batteries Dimitri is.
Yeah, Dimitri. And like,
Oh, he's all charged up.
Yes.
Now, I don't know if it looks that way to you, but Verona doesn't really seem to be as in charge of research as she thinks.
Oh, you can just say this in the group chat.
I'm sorry. What?
You just think it at us if you want.
Why are you always poking around in each other's minds?
We're
That's
not.
weird.
For convenience.
What else goes there?
Besides other people.
Am I doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Ugh. All right. Well, same thing I said out loud.
The fun thing is now you're thinking it really hard, but you're still got all like the hand gestures about it.
Right.
It's weird.
Here's the thing that I noticed. It seems like she was recently moved to be stationed here, and she's not particularly like this isn't her home base, obviously. But she did say that it seems like she's going to be here for the foreseeable future, essentially. So, what is it that is happening that required them to call researchers from other locations to stay in the manor?
And why can't those researchers get into the lab?
Right.
And why does she draw everything in stick figure?
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. To say that you spend most of your day in the solarium drawing pictures.
And the sun's right in the corner.
It's got a little smiley face.
Vern, how long are you going to be staying here?
I'm going to be staying here for, well, until the research is done. You know that.
Of course.
With, being,
A librarian?
Librarian, you stay until all the books are read.
Yeah. That was the problem. One of them.
That's not how a library works.
We will continue to library until the books are read.
Once all the books are read, we can finally burn this library down.
Start
That's
anew.
what happened in Alexandria.
That's it.
What is your current project, I see? That's not Kettle.
Yeah, what's your work, sweetheart?
Well, Dimitri is part of that work. And I've had a few failed. This is actually.
Oh God.
Dimitri one was just, his, kind of shifting away from Kettle as to not.
Yeah, he's like hanging on to your
Yeah.
every word. What happened to the first one?
You know, when you choose an inappropriate, not inappropriate, a fuel source that doesn't mean anything, something that is not connected to you, things just don't work.
What happened to Dimitri 1?
Oh, Dimitri 1 was just, he just didn't work.
And who felt a connection to steam?
But then what did you do?
Well, after he didn't work, I had to completely take him apart. Bolt by bolt.
Bolt!
Spring by spring, and then completely flay him open, and then replace his heart.
Right, I heard about that. It was rather gruesome.
Yes, it was oil everywhere. It was very oily
still
boy.
here.
Spurting. Sorry, you're all in the doorway. And you were all like, very intently staring at each other silently. So I didn't really want to intrude.
Oh no, you go ahead, sweetheart. You go on right by.
Okay, thank you.
Come back with my money.
Okay,
I got
you
in the
scamp.
mind smell stuff. Yeah. So I'm.
That was out loud.
Are you helping with Yasmin?
Yasmin is very special.
Are you going to take Yasmin apart?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, but she's failing.
No.
Her body.
Is she part of your research?
Well, I mean, yes. But in that, I am to protect her.
Ding, 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 ding. You all hear a bell chime overhead. It needs a bit of oiling.
You want me?
Which echoes through the house in the direction of the salon, leading a few odd wandering guests who you see pass by the door of the sunroom in that direction. And it seems the exhibition has begun if you choose to attend.
Ooh, it's exhibition time.
Oh, I've always been an exhibitionist. Let's go.
Own it.
Have you ever been?
What's that above game?
Is my question? Actually, before we go to an exhibit, have you ever been exhibited here? Like,
That's a good question. I don't remember, but I may have been.
Do you want to roll
Uh-huh.
a history check
Yeah.
to see if you can drudge up any scant
Repressed memories.
Yeah, to that effect of
I have a
being
-1.
exhibited. Good.
And that makes it a 2.
Okay.
hi, Poppy.
Yes, but in Russian.
So, no.
Oh.
You have no memory of being exhibited here. In fact, though, your memories all seem to be quite a bit of the opposite. That you were kept very, very private, very secret. That it feels like no one beyond the immediate family or the researchers directly working with you or on you had any knowledge of your existence. You don't have any specific memories to that effect. It's more a feeling that you get.
No, I was a dirty little secret.
All right.
I didn't get to read anything.
You know, when they say that they burn it after they look at it, I don't think she's gonna tell you. I'm sorry.
That's in mine. Yeah, or is that out loud?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that out loud or is that?
That was
Was it out loud or in
no,
mind?
that
Was
was
it in mind?
That was
Or was it out loud?
I'm sorry, I didn't do this.
Because I said the complaint out loud.
Yeah, yeah. No, I know.
We're all on the same page.
Okay.
No, we're not. That's the problem.
I guess we should get to dinner or to the party or whatever it is. I don't really
Exhibition.
understand. I don't really know what that is. I've never been.
Well, follow me. I will lead you to the exhibition hall, and if you would like to read something, I'm gonna grab a few papers, and they're loosey-goosey papers, but they do have like a lot of writing on them. They are just like full of writing.
So much content,
Yeah.
literally.
Literally, so much. And I hand it to you. Well, as you can see, and we can walk and talk, I've been doing a lot of research around weaponry. As it relates to the Fae threat. And then we continue and walk and talk.
Question actually, what kind
Yes.
of weapons are they? Are they like swords, knives, etc., or are they like magical powered weapons?
So you would see or you would read about, because it's no pictures, just text.
You learned your lesson.
Oh no. You would read about a large like steel guardian that is also like steam powered, and that it is very, very strong, and yeah, and then that's it.
All right, nothing pointy.
However,
You did good.
You pulled that book out of nowhere. I'm clueless about your like future closet.
oh!
Thank you.
Well done.
Wow!
Now you can continue.
For
As
no
the
reason.
bells chime, Dazzle. Not Dazzle.
Old character name, and she died.
Pour one out. Okay, there's a reason I had that mistake though. You'll see in a moment.
Because
as-
Effie's going to die.
I get all the deads mixed up. As you hear the chiming of the bells, you feel a little bit unusual, a little bit odd. Something about your hair feels different. And you realize that you've received a bullshit scroll, and as your hair grows out, you find yourself sporting a very charming mullet.
You didn't.
Oh.
No. The mullet
You
time
will
with
get-
Dazzle.
I will give you a +3 to your charisma bonus.
My charisma's so low.
Then you need it. So, and you have a mullet now.
Yay!
Call back to episode 2 of the entire show.
You son of a bitch.
You're the one who reminded me of this a couple weeks ago.
It's very high fashion right now.
man.
I believe I reminded him in saying, like, I can't believe you did that to my
that's
character.
about right. That sounds right. You don't like that?
She was so mad last time.
And I did it twice.
She's
like a
still
wolf.
mad
She's
now.
so mad.
Mullet.
Yeah.
I was still mad about the last one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a mullet with style.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like it's a nice mullet.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like a
yeah.
wolf cut.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Very cool.
TikTok wolf cut.
Ooh.
Effie's not cool enough for a mullet.
She's not like other girls.
Not anymore.
She's worse.
You follow the chimes. Echoes of wood and stone pinging your ears in spiral aural patterns. Sconces of frozen blue flame casting warm pale light on woolen tapestries and hand-drawn maps of worlds you've never seen. The hall, shortly as you proceed, terminates in a salon. A large receiving room decorated with rows of framed art, with a door out to the expansive grounds. The paintings, or rather, not paintings, but something else. Could it be lithography, some kind of print? The images are crisp and without evident brushstroke, and they are evocative. Mr. Tanburn is just concluding an address as you enter. These images amount to the labor of a decade and grant a view into a world beyond our own, never before seen, plucked from the mind of a dreamer. The collection is titled What Wake Erase, so please peruse and enjoy. Thank you. And there is some light applause and enthusiastic applause from Verona as well. And a crowd of gaudy well-to-dos disperses throughout the salon to explore the art. And that's when something clicks for you, Ella, as you recognize some of the topography in the prints. It's from the dreamscape.
Thing. I was gonna ask if I had to roll to recognize it.
I'd say it's clear enough.
Can I tell if it's all from the same person, like the same dreamer, or if it's from different people exploring the dreamscape?
Honestly, even without a roll, I'd say it looks to you because you only clearly recognize some of the images. So they look like they are a collection taken from possibly multiple different points of view or conscious renditions of the dreamscape, the dream.
Because I did the dumb and got the full bird's eye view of the dreamscape, and technically it's still in there somewhere
Now
under
that
a
was
bunch
the path of the Magialum.
Oh, you're
that
right.
was- yes.
Never mind.
You
Wrong
got your
one.
lore mixed up.
So you do have
How
a-
embarrassing for you.
Oh my god, can we just appreciate the fact that I remembered
I
something?
think that was very impressive. In fact, inspiration.
I did it!
That said, though, yeah, so you do have a hellish and repressed insight into futures and realities, but from the Magialum's path, not from the dreamscape.
Okay, never mind.
Hi.
Hello.
Now, I know that we heavily customized what?
Yes. Sorry, go on, please.
The Kalishtar to make Effie.
Yes, hell yeah.
However, I would say that she probably has, whether we justify it with books or whatever, a pretty good familiarity with the dream plane. She's a nerdy Kalishtar.
Sure.
What can you do with that?
What can I do with that?
What can I do with that?
What can I walk out of here with? Yeah. What kind of deal can you cut me?
You can roll me, no advantage flat, but an Arcana or a History. Let's see what you know.
Okay. How is my history? They're both a +7. I have a 14.
Okay. The dreamscape as a theory, because one thing important to remember from the Campaign 1 lore too, is that the dreamscape as an accessible plane was something developed by the predecessors for use as entertainment. So it didn't really have that form or structure until they meddled with it, and the technology they used has not been rediscovered since. So I'll say with that, you've heard rumors of something called something like this, the dreamscape, or a plane of dreaming where consciousnesses collide, but you would not recognize it just by seeing it.
Okay.
Albeit because you are Kalishtar, it feels familiar and it feels
Okay.
a little bit intrinsic to you, though it is ephemeral.
Okay.
Before I put you on the spot.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
No. This is Anthony. Before I put you on the spot, do you know about this art?
I don't.
Okay, great. Then I'm not going to do that to you.
I will say though. Oh, please continue.
Oh, I was just so remember those little animals that we saw before, the little curses and stuff, and the,
Yes.
that related a little bit to. I just thought you might find that interesting, like as far like they're from the same place. So if it looks
Right.
familiar, that might be.
Should I destroy another statue?
No,
no.
it was a little bit of an issue that you almost destroyed the other one. To be perfectly honest,
Oh.
sweetheart.
My bad.
That's all right. We fixed it.
Yeah.
Ella,
Yeah.
my question is, if so much of this is connected to the predecessors,
Mhm.
and so much of the history has been lost, did somebody just dig these up and put them on display, or is this something that? I guess I'm just trying to understand. Do these people? Do they seem to know much about the predecessors by this?
Who? Tanburn or the attendees?
By like
or-
the art that's here.
Oh, I see. Oh no, they convey no explicit knowledge of the predecessors.
Do the images look like old at all? Sorry, the L is in my it's really hard to get. Does it look like old, like they like found these images, or that they created?
Oh, they
these
look like
images?
they've been created quite recently.
How big are they?
Like yay wide, yay tall.
Okay.
Like decent sized prints.
All right.
Okay. Doesn't it seem this is more art than science? It's supposed to be kind of like the middle point.
You're kind of right.
Okay, this is a little weird, right?
I know it's a little weird. I've actually never seen it before. I was really excited about it, and then
Yeah.
it was just like
Oh,
art.
it doesn't really seem relevant
Yeah,
to what
and I
you're
was
doing at
expecting
all.
like like electricity or like arcane magic or maybe
I was really worried we were gonna walk in here and it was gonna be an exhibition of living, walking, talking things.
I
I was so scared.
We all
I was. We saw that coming, right?
honestly,
I was
that's what
worried
I was
about
hoping
that.
for.
Honestly,
You know?
I think you're on a different vibe than we are about it.
You didn't go to the boba shop, sweetheart. It's because we all went to the boba shop,
And
and so
also-
it's
we don't need to speak about it.
Also
yeah,
because Kettle is our friend.
yeah.
Yes, more of Kittles.
Right, but
Right.
we don't think that Kettle should be exhibited.
No. Because
No.
Kettle's different.
Yeah.
Rickard.
Right. Yeah.
As you're talking, that won't get in your way. But as you're talking, it's perhaps the impression you get from this artwork. It cuts into the core of your psyche a little bit. It gets deep a little bit, and you feel a bit weird. You feel small.
Oh.
You feel, dare I say, baby.
Like a tiny baby. Just a wee babe. Oh no. This is like when I took over Kettle's body and he turned into a wee one. Oh no. This is what happened to you. Oh no.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Would you like a lick?
Can we get uppies?
Yeah, would you like puppies?
I don't know.
I won't unless you
What?
say so.
Part of me says, no, don't you pick me up. I'm a grown man.
Right, but then
The other part of me says, puppies.
I'm gonna follow your lead on that.
I don't.
Do you want to
Oi.
like sit on the
He said, "Oi."
Right. I just want to know what all this stuff on the wall is.
I want to know things all the
It's
time.
really
I
messing with me.
understand.
Mr. Tanburn approaches you all with Yasmin at his
I've
side.
got no money and you turned me into a babe.
Who
What's
seems
your problem,
yes.
Tanburn?
He's a little money for a baby.
Yasmin seems to be leaning against her father. She looks tired.
I'm being ignored again.
It's okay, buddy.
Oh, I didn't realize you all had a child. Isn't he the spitting image of Rickard?
It's
Heartless monster.
you know the marriage.
Oh,
is,
someone's cranky.
the engagement's unconventional.
they're getting married.
Put your finger in my face again, see what happens.
He takes after his father.
He's a little fussy.
Honestly, sweetheart, this would be the only time he probably could bite him, and it would be fine.
As you pat Rickard, he burps,
oh,
and he calms down immediately.
Oh, good one.
All right, buddy.
Oh, yes, it's
Okay.
kids.
So, love your art exhibit. Very
Yes.
cool. Did you
I'm
make it?
I'm so sorry for all the pomp. We've been working on this for some time. Yes,
What?
my company produced this, and we're all quite proud of it.
Your company, not you.
Well, yes, I ran the team that generated these images.
Okay,
where did you
management.
source
I own the
Yeah,
capital and the means of production.
That's a very
Church.
accomplished, extensively published researcher, but that's fine.
Yeah, a lot of time we do a lot of
So is
labor.
fantasy Thomas Edison.
How did you source these images?
Well, most of my work is in the area of consciousness. My family has researched for many generations, and I thought what better area to tap into than into the subject of dreaming. And yes, we worked with a few very talented artisans, as a matter of fact, who worked with us by permission, of course, and allowed us to develop arcanic means to access their dreaming states, to probe their consciousness when they were at their most base, you could say. And from that, we were able to draw forth these visions of another plane. It's all quite very stellar, I'd say.
And really, all that you've discovered is the way that it looks, or other.
So far, yes. I mean,
study that-
ostensibly in the future, we may explore the possibility of traveling to it, but that's... Yes, I try not to meddle too far into areas that untested ground.
It's interesting to hear you say that.
Yes.
Would like to see.
I would like to see another one of those cookies.
There you go. Oh wait, hang on, not that one.
Kettle,
Yeah,
you notice a tugging at your arm, and Yasmin seems to want to pull you aside.
it's past your bedtime.
And she's like, I'm trying to get you into like a little bit of a sidebar.
Okay.
Kettle, why'd you come back? It's dangerous. You shouldn't be here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I failed my mission, but I'm just taking a break. I told you.
Kettle, I'm really happy you're here. I want us to be friends, but my dad isn't telling you everything.
Is something wrong? Are you in danger?
He didn't make you to fight the spring. He doesn't know why you're doing it.
But the Spring are my sworn enemy. I have to vanquish Do Spring Bloom. Oh.
That was quite the spit for a little
Yeah.
second.
It was a mess.
She's ill.
Yeah.
I already had that ready.
He's in the chamber.
I hate everything about that. Oh.
I don't know everything about why, but a while back he told me that he was making you for me. Like, I don't know, he didn't tell me everything, but he said that you would help me, but that when you helped me, we couldn't be friends anymore. So I let you go. I got you out. And he was mad for a while, but it ended up being fine. I didn't think you would come back.
But then, what is my mission?
I don't think anyone but my dad knows.
Well, better to have one mission than no missions. I will continue to pursue the Spring, and then I will be your friend as well.
Okay. I just don't want you to go away where we can't be friends anymore.
That's impossible. It's not where we are that makes us friends.
You promise?
Of course.
Okay.
And on that, we'll take a very short break. Don't go anywhere. We have more weird things happening soon after the break we take right now. Bye. I love you. Don't leave. See you.
Don't go anywhere.
Award-winning host.
Butts. Welcome back, everyone.
Producer Bria.
Welcome back, everyone, to Failed Save. We're jumping right back into it.
Nothing really interesting or important is happening.
Kettle,
Yeah.
Yasmin has pulled you aside
Yeah.
and just asked you to promise that you will remain her friend. She wanders back to her father as well, who is with all of you.
You would just, as you're walking up, you would, Verona kneeling down to Yasmin and giving her sort of like a, just like a little like teddy, just something that like she had made, and then that's what you.
Not gonna get up and walk away.
No. It's It's just something I made for you.
And she gives it a squeeze. And I'd like you to tell us what noise it makes when she squeezes it.
Oh, goodness.
Or better yet, do the noise.
Yeah, it actually, when she squeezes it, it makes the sound that a rubber chicken makes. So it goes. Perfect.
How did you know?
Oh, you're just gonna keep doing it.
No, it's still just going from the first one.
Big squeeze.
I'm just gonna make it a little quieter.
I installed that. Isn't that clever?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Well, I'm glad you all have enjoyed the exhibit, Kettle.
Yeah.
Suppose you will be returning to your mission soon.
Yes.
Spring.
When you say it like that.
Your mission.
Yeah.
Spring.
Destroy it.
Right. Wonderful.
I'm on it, boss. Whatever you say.
Great. I wonder if I might offer for you all to spend the night
Oh, a regular
at the
sleepover.
estate.
I have so many things I can tell you, and you can write them down.
Well, I suppose we
Sure.
can't go anywhere while there's still marbles.
No, you. Once we leave,
Oh,
they're
okay.
not. They're not marbles.
It's actually quite inconsiderate of us to
It's
stay.
yeah, it's real rude of us, but we are
Yeah, I
gonna.
could stay the night.
And you see Tanburn is struggling with something. He seems a bit.
Y'all are okay, right? Okay.
I'm afraid of so many things. Jesus. But
Can I
he-
breathe?
Oh, yes. It's
as
very
long as
slow.
they keep moving, we're okay.
Yes, the circulation works that way. It's kinetic.
Oh, like a shark?
Yes, it diffuses. It.
That's
Anyway,
Money
breathes
makes people
like
horrible.
Tanburn seems like he's struggling with something. He seems a bit conflicted, marbles aside, a bit frustrated, and he turns to you, Verona. And all of you, I might not have been as forthright with you as I should have been,
No.
as you all deserve.
No.
Oh, right.
Is this not
Obviously.
your art?
No, we did make these.
Oh,
This is my exhibit. Yes.
Oh.
It's about.
it's not your house?
It's well. It's difficult.
Is it your hair?
Oh, I admire the new do, by the way.
Oh God, Squire! What have you done?
It's best not to mention it.
It's
Got in a fight with a pair of scissors.
It's a squire's haircut.
It is. It's very page boy.
Yes.
it's
It's the next evolution from Page Boy. You know, there's the Page Boy, the Squire mullet. You know.
Berries and cream.
I'm
It's-
so glad.
it's difficult to explain here. I would show you all to the lab. You don't mind?
Is that okay?
Oh, absolutely. He can't go in without me either.
That is true.
What?
Do you have two matching keys?
A little bit.
I mean,
yes.
kind of.
It's a bit like that.
I wish it was keys.
I love it.
It's
What
not,
is it?
Well, it's, we'll show you.
I would.
Let's
I
go.
would be very interested.
Wait a minute. What's happening? And
Oh, no.
he reaches up to his throat and realizes his newfound forthrightness has changed him, and by extension, all of you.
No, no.
Oh.
All of your clothes turn a whimsical shade of green.
I hate
Oh.
No.
The smell of corned beef and cabbage fills the air.
You realize it's
No.
not an Irish.
Whatever.
You're.
There's a potato.
It's not. It's not bad on
All
its
of my
own-
cookies are
its
pizza
own.
fingers. That is
You're actually making it worse.
And all of our dialects change to a flawless, impeccable, internationally inspired Irish dialect.
Right?
Right?
the lives
Tighty,
of
tighty. Top of the morning to you all.
Alright, let's go to
Why
the
do you all
lab.
sound so weird?
Fantastic.
Yes, we
To
would
the
love to see the lab.
laboratory.
I'm sorry, what?
The laboratory. to the laboratory.
No, it just sounds more Irish every time you say it.
Oh.
Yeah, we got it on the third one. Let's wrap it.
Right, I would love to see the lab.
Right. Tanburn leads you through familiar hallways and into what looks like.
I thought he was going to be a baby.
I
said he was
too.
gonna be a baby
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
I mean,
It's an Irish baby.
I'll do it. And into what looks to be a reading room, or perhaps another study, but replete with 20-foot tall bookcases of tomes of all description running the length of an exterior wall.
yeah. Look at all those
Hang
books.
just
You
a
all right?
second. Just a second.
A skylight above tells you that you've gone up somewhat in elevation, although none of the hallways had perceptibly sloped. He gestures around. My private library. It seems I spend more days within than without these days. Just over here, if you don't mind.
Couple of things on the way.
You can surreptitiously snag some books if you
You
want.
can get one book.
As a treat.
Right.
Roll sleight of hand. If you plan on doing it sneaky, oh, you just take.
yes.
Okay.
I'll do a sneak.
Then don't roll
slide
anything.
Sleight of hand her a book.
Oh yeah, you want to like slip her?
Yeah, I was
something.
my book,
Yeah,
yeah.
roll sleight of hand.
You can take one. It's a book of short stories. This counts as one.
Oh my
This is like
gosh.
Scholastic Book Fair all
Why
over
is
again.
that so high? That is
Why is
a
that so
12.
high?
Yeah.
Oh, it's 12?
Yeah, I rolled 12. Well, I have a 7 in sleight of hand, and I don't know why I did that.
Oh.
But
Oh.
I'm so
Do we
sleight
have?
of handy.
I'm like, do we have any reroll?
We have several rerolls.
If you want to
I
try
would
it.
love to try to reroll to get higher.
Yes. Bam.
Oh, that's lower.
We have
Then it didn't happen.
more of them.
I mean, just one more time.
This is what the rerolls are for.
This is how
Yeah.
they get you.
Okay. 12 plus 7.
19.
Yeah.
Now
That's where it's at.
he is making a devious face about us using it.
Oh, I'm
Vince is
enjoying
making
the
a
moment.
face about it.
That's just his face.
I love seeing the guest participate in all of our little chat
We're gonna get
shenanigans.
killed.
Big fight.
We're
Big
gonna
fight
fight
coming.
Yeah.
Nope.
When you slip it to
Well, I'd like to
Effie-
ask first.
Okay.
What do you grab her a book about?
I give her a book about I think like the inner workings of like homunculus.
Oh, yes.
Mhm.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
right.
And
I
yeah,
forgot
it's a book
we're
titled
Irish.
The Iron
Oh,
Heart.
I forgot too.
You're gonna get to know everything about Little Spoon.
It's a book titled The Iron Heart, all about the inner workings and powering mechanisms of homunculi.
When you slip it to, to trying to figure out if I still have to do this when I'm talking above game.
I like it.
Right? When you and I've lost it.
assignment.
When you slip it to Effie, she grips onto it really tightly and then just adds you into the group chat.
Oh,
And she just goes, "Thank
and
you
you have
so much."
all the notifications.
Oh,
It's like when you first join a Discord server and it's like you have 87 unread messages and 19 channels and you're like, I just got here. This does not matter.
Oh no, sorry. I didn't realize that you were on fancy Android.
Oh, she's a green bubble.
Rickard is talking to Ella meanwhile and he's like, the thing about all this that really messes with me, it's not that they're treating Kettle like he's less than. It's like
No,
they're
it's the
treating him
opposite.
like he's nothing. Like they can talk about how he's not real right in front of him.
Well, they're talking about how advanced he is.
Right. For a toy.
Right, in front of him.
Right. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
It doesn't matter what he thinks, because they think he can.
But he is thinking.
And it is at this moment that Verona and walking next, like side by side with Kettle, goes. And you know what you see in the laboratory. You just know that you are good the way you are.
But in the laboratory, you have your tools, right?
Mm-hmm. I have every tool imaginable. Yes.
The tools you can use to fix me.
I'm sorry. What?
Well, I'm malfunctioning, right? Everybody's so surprised at my personality. If we just get rid of that, then I can do what I'm supposed to do.
And can you do me a favor and describe your emotion you're feeling right now?
Well, I'm feeling that I failed my mission in destroying the spring, which wasn't given to me in the first place, and the only mission I had was to be a friend of a little girl, and I failed that too. So if we just wipe it out and I can start over, I can intend to fill my purpose. And you can help me, just like with Dimitri 1. Take me apart.
God.
Wow.
You are truly remarkable.
Make a kettle too.
No. I don't. And lowering her voice so Tanburn doesn't hear. He's walking forward.
Put on me earmuffs.
Thank you, sir.
He's also not in the group chat.
Oh, I forgot to do the Irish.
It was really good.
Whoop-de-doody.
Whoop-de-doody.
A nice
Why
emotional
are
moment.
we
Oh, I'm
making
sorry.
this worse?
Whoopty doopty.
Whoop-de-doody. A very
The
whoop-de-doody
goal
to
in
you
and
as
of
well.
itself is not bad.
That's how we end confessional now. Whoopty doopty. A whoopty doopty.
Fix me.
I can't in an Irish accent have this moment.
It's okay.
We only do it until it's not funny.
Yeah.
Troy.
Oh, no.
But what I am going to say to you, and I hope that you take this to heart because you absolutely seem to have one. You are where you are, and I don't understand it, and so I don't think that anything that I could do could fix you. You are perfect. You are unique.
I hear what you're saying,
Yeah.
and part of me wants to agree with you. I am.
Well, you, see, Dimitri there. Yes, he, does not have the same, well, he doesn't have the capacity to. It's not his fault. It's just built to be part of me. But you do not seem to be a part of anyone. And that is truly remarkable.
What you're saying is, you're not good enough to fix me, and I need to find someone who is. And Kettle turns around and takes off.
And now you've met Ken.
Mr.
he does
Tanburn. Tanburn approaches his large U-shaped desk and flips a panel on one side of it.
Verona goes to the
Spikes!
other side. Verona goes to the other side. I'm sorry.
You see, as Tanburn and Verona both activate a pad on either side of the desk, there's a hiss, and you feel the ground shudder just show under your feet.
Just show.
Tanburn rounds the desk, and you realize the floor back of it has receded, revealing a ramp. It requires two. None are permitted to enter the lab alone for safety.
All they had on hand to pay me was $13.
There's gold in there, sir. What is a dollar?
14 fantasy dollars.
Sorry, I'm just since I'm kind of playing research assistant for the day here. When you say for safety, do you mean for your safety or your creation?
The safety of anyone entering the lab to work. If there were to be an incident or accident in there and you were alone, no one might find you for some time.
For days, months. That's
So we always work in teams.
not to me, obviously, 'cause I'm here, but
There was an accident when we first founded the lab, and then I put in the second pad.
Yes.
Okay.
And are we saying an accident like? Because again, you say you play with consciousness. Was someone attacked?
Oh, no. In this case, a particularly large piece of lab equipment fell on someone.
Wow, just a
and
freak accident.
It took them a couple of days to be found.
So you're Verona too.
Oh.
Am I real?
Am I real? Oh, God. Oh no.
I've been a construct this whole time.
You got an eye
That's
wash.
my twist, you asshole!
You got an eye wash down there.
Oh, several.
Oh, yes.
All right, then we're probably fine.
Yes, and goggles. There's lab equipment as you go down.
What are those like emergency showers that they use?
Yeah, exactly.
Prestidigitation.
And Rickard's still hanging out in the sort of the back of the group with Ellen. Is just like, I just don't get it. You know, Poppy and the rest of you treat Little Spoon like he's alive. He is.
Yeah.
It just seems to me that if someone acts like they're alive, talks like they're alive, you just treat them like they're alive.
Right.
I mean, obviously, I agree. But you could tell how different these people are than someone like Pop.
Money gives you the brainworms. It's the brainworms.
Yeah, let's blame the money. I mean, I'm sure that's part of it. I also think that Poppy's from the Feywild.
Sure.
Life is in like consciousness. Real different there.
But can you imagine being surrounded by magic all the time and deciding that it's the most boring, horrible thing?
Exactly.
Well, fuck me then.
As we
You should ask Effie that question.
as we begin our descent, we have a confessional for Kai.
Oh.
Allergy and phobia.
Oh yeah.
One allergy, one phobia. Count me in. Okay. I have had some time to take stock of things in my marble. And despite what you may think, while we can't talk to anybody on the outside, Poppy and I can talk perfectly fine. We've just been hanging out in the tiara and just having a blast. You know, us time. But hearing how much she was allergic to horses got me thinking. I realize there are a few unspoken quirks of my own that it's about time I air out. The first being, I'm not deathly allergic, but noticeably allergic to things that are yellow.
What? You're a Green Lantern.
And secondly, as far as fears go, I have no fears.
Oh.
But I have an aversion.
Yeah.
There's things I don't like. One of them, people who are allergic to horses.
What?
No.
Yes! No!
No!
I concur!
No!
Bring the drama!
Run out!
Bring the drama!
No.
That's not canon. I'm afraid. No, I have an aversion to. How do I put this?
How do I buy time?
Anyone oily.
Okay.
Including not only those who generate oil, but might have gotten some oil on them. I just can't deal with you. Hit you. Next week, wait for Hayes Guy. Thrown out. The descent isn't far down, the polished gray stone, and it's well lit by a mirror system, bringing in light from the outside. There is a scent here of cleanliness, sterility, and it's cold, not unlike a museum or gallery. The ramp shortly widens out into a void, just inky darkness, until Tanburn slots a shard of crystal into the wall. He turns it, and you hear a rumbling, which then dies down. He cranks it again, and the rumbles grow before dying down again. He gives it a good and proper twist, and the room roars to life. Light being channeled in from outside, as well as magical lighting illuminating an expansive laboratory.
Sounds
Tables.
like Poppy starts.
It does.
14 gold. And it was late.
Tables of equipment, racks full of charts and writings, massive tubes of bubbling liquid, it's proper stacked. Tanburn enters and leans back on a table on which is also a small folded letter, perhaps a bit of mail, but nothing else. This is where it was done. All of our great work, although I worry for naught.
Was. Past tense.
Yes?
Yeah, explain that, please.
Well,
Because this feels like it's still very much
that
still
all
happening.
comes down to why we built you, Kettle.
Did you make me here?
No. As a matter of fact, we didn't. We developed you in the original lab outside of Delta's meat in my primary estate.
Oh, so this is lab 2.
This is lab 2, where I was hoping to be able to receive you. But perhaps this will explain.
I cast Mislead. Real quick.
Where you are invisible
Illusory double.
and you have an illusory double. Okay.
So illusory double appears exactly where I'm standing, and I am invisible.
Yeah.
I
Static animation.
She just looked into the book.
Great. He pulls open a drawer filled with reams of paper and parchment, rifles through, and withdraws a twine-bound binder. He unceremoniously drops it on the table, and the little folded letter that was there before flops on the floor. There. That is why.
The book.
Yeah, get it.
You're grabbing the letter?
Hey.
You're looking at the binder?
Yeah, I'm looking at the binder.
You approach the binder and you find that its cover page is labeled. In block lettering, it reads, Esmond. Opening the book, you're looking at medical charts, sketches of physical examinations, magical scans, records of minutes of clerical rituals, glyphs and sigils of healing, pages and pages of appeals to various deities.
I'm sorry. You'll have to explain a little bit. I don't have much of a mind for books.
She is dying. She's been dying for some time, and it's only gotten worse. No cleric, sage, mage, wizard, doctor, healer, herbalist, priest, acupuncturist, or fucking chiropractor has been able to do a thing for her. They can't even tell us why. They just default to the same refrain as any quack looking to save face. Fate, destiny, or other such garbage. My daughter dying, wasting away is not destiny.
So the lab is the fixer.
Canburn plucks a few pages from the back of the binder and sets them out, one by one. Kettle, they're diagrams of you.
My bits.
Research notes.
My nudes. They're linked. Don't look.
It's funny because you water.
Yeah.
They leak.
They're diagrams of you, research notes, and theories on your early cognition. That is why I originally created you. You would be a vessel for her mind, for her soul to live on when her body could no longer. Your body is malleable, changeable. She could... That's a very limp sword.
It's getting better.
Thank you.
She
getting
could
better.
take a form she chose and live out a happy life. I didn't expect you to be so... You woke up with such a mind, such a personality to you that it gave me pause. And when Yasmin eventually confessed that it was she who released you, I couldn't be angry for long. I admired her empathy, and I would like to think I would have done the same in her position. And so when Terra Sonora alerted me that they'd found you, I thought this might be an opportunity to discuss, to talk to you, beg the question I cannot ask.
Do it. Fix me. I don't deserve to be here. This isn't my body. It's hers.
Oh.
Hang on. I feel like we're skipping ahead quite a bit. And while that is very noble, Kettle, let me take a look at that.
Sure. Buddy.
You've been rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you rolling and what was your result?
So, I used to reroll and my
Oh, perfect.
inspiration, but I got natural 20.
Yay!
Hey!
Totally natural.
First try.
the most natural it could be.
It was my 5th roll, so that's pretty good for me. I wanted to look through and see what references there were specifically to Fedor and any rituals that were like conducted in like reference to like the god of life and death.
Yeah.
So I would imagine there were a couple.
You'd think.
He doesn't put that shirt on for nothing.
I can
yeah.
take contact clues.
So,
You just can't roll.
you rolled an natural 20. This is a religion check? What was it? I mean, it kind of makes sense for it to be that.
It.
I just want to know your total. It's fine.
I also should look and see what my total is.
Yeah, your skills are good to look at.
Yeah, it's a -1. Can it not be a -1? Could it be, I don't know. Let's see. How about...
Are all your int-based stats -1?
No, somehow my because I adjusted my investigation, that wouldn't be so bad. I have investigation or...
It's probably athletics.
I don't think so.
It sounds like
Must
an
be.
athletics roll to me.
Yeah, or
Yeah, the
medicine.
turtle's very dexterous.
Yeah.
Or hey, yeah, I would say it's probably either medicine or investigation, unless for some reason I'm allowed to use survival, and then.
So I will say this. Whichever stat you chose was a successful roll, but the stat you do this with will alter the outcome because you're approaching it in that way.
Pure strength.
Punch the knowledge.
I think
Religion will get you a
100%.
religious outcome or insight, and the others will get you insight relevant to their area.
I think I'd rather it be a clean investigation,
Okay.
so that I can look at it from like a medicinal perspective and a like clerical perspective, and just
So we're
like
just
look
looking
at
at
it from like
what's
an
here.
academic point of view.
Yeah.
And see what's already been tried.
Great. Great. And that is a total of, with investigation...
20.
Okay, great. Yeah, so you're able to leaf through the book. Obviously, Tanburn's not being precious about it. He's ripping fucking shit out and spreading it around. You can look all over this thing. And specifically, were you looking for invocations of Fedor, or is it more general? Okay. You do see that there are appeals, or at least various attempts to construct rituals that would appeal to Fedor. It looks like, though, all those rituals had been unsuccessful. There's no specific remark on whether they were rebuffed or simply couldn't connect, but just that the rituals did not function. They didn't happen however that worked out.
Not track.
That said, though, I would like to also move over to Effie. You
What's
picked
it
up
say?
The
What's
letter
it
on the
say?
floor.
What is
Wonderful.
it?
We're about to resolve that, but before we do,
Oh no!
a quick word from A Confessional for Verona.
What is she
Surprise,
thinking this
motherfucker.
whole time?
All right, count her in. 3, 2, 1, confess.
So I was under the assumption that these were burned. It appears that I've received a copy. So I think there's that. But also I am quite surprised at Mr. Tanburn's change of heart. The last we spoke, it wasn't the case. So I'm very proud of him. And Verona out.
Meanwhile, Effie, you pop open the letter.
Yeah.
It's a pop-up letter.
I will say, yes.
Because I'm invisible and I don't want the letter to be seen, I will kind of scoop it and take it out of sight somewhere where
Yeah.
it doesn't open in thin air.
Starts
Yeah.
playing Happy Birthday.
You pick up the small folded
Say
letter.
It's your birthday.
It is labeled on the outside only with Tanburn in script. And while it was once sealed with wax, the wax seal is now loose and hanging off.
Effie feels a little like naughty for opening something that's
Kai would be
addressed to
proud.
someone else, and she's just like, she is wishing that Kai could see it. She like looks over
I
to
think
the like
in the marble, you see Kai like with a pair of binoculars,
and she'll open
as
it.
long as it's not yellow. You open it, and you note the texture of the paper, almost corrugated. It's rough to the touch. Written on the letter is an image of a tree with an infinitely fractal canopy and a phrase in a language you're not intricately familiar with, but does stand out to you. Don't try to write this down. It reads,
I won't.
Askith ela a alehet kisa. And Effie, I'd like you to roll a history check, and you can take advantage. No, yeah, take advantage. I said it. I committed to it. I got it. I said it.
Okay. It was history.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, I think I have a +7 to history. I do. 24.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do math. That's a 24.
And you're
It's a DC.
I also
25.
can pull spells to help me learn
You're great.
languages.
You are reading this, I'm assuming, quietly to yourself.
Entirely.
And not out loud.
Yes.
What's going on,
What
buddy?
Don't worry about
you
it.
guys do?
What did chat do?
Your ears prick up. Your mind awakens a bit as you thank you for the mime there.
I'll be honest, that was an actual shiver.
Okay, no, I thought it was kind of pricking. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
What?
it was weirdly timed. So anyways, go on.
She seizes with knowledge. As you recognize it as a line from a poem, originally composed in Old Kiradesi, the liturgical dialect of the Tabaxi. The poem is titled The Green Man from the North, notably written entirely in palindrome, and tells the story of an odd green visitor to Kirahar in ancient times who made capricious agreements with the locals before being driven out by fire. It ends with that very line, said to be a quote from the Green Man himself, which translates to, "You give me invitation, you and yours are mine." And you notice something in your hand. The paper of the letter has split open slightly, revealing something inside. A tiny green thread with a little ovular white flower on it.
Oh damn it! I got rid of this
Are
spell.
you thinking for 2 characters right now?
Yeah. No.
No.
I'm thinking for Kaylee, who
In the group chat, I just yelled, "Do!" It's spring. And I from behind Mr. Tanburn, so he cannot see me.
Yeah.
Like invisible Effie holds up the letter and like shakes it with the like flower sticking out of it.
I don't recognize it. I'm a
Suddenly-
new guy.
The daughter, D-O-D-D-E-R,
But like shows it to Ella.
D-O-D-D-E-R, explodes out from the
Here we
letter
go.
and begins to envelop the room, growing and rooting into every wall, the floor, the ceiling, crawling and slithering for purchase.
Verona, get out of here.
and like, go ahead.
That was Verona's actual reaction. You tell her to move, and she's like, "Gotta get out of here."
A face forms from the weeds in front of you. The face of Dew Springdale.
Attack!
And smiles as Kettle begins charging the far wall of the room. Dew begins to speak. Thank you for letting me in, friends. I'll be taking what I need from here, but while I have you, my budding neophytes could use a little more fertilizer. What do you say we take our Scion out for a spin? She's had a bit of a tune-up, and I think she's ready to take on the world again.
Yeah.
As there's just a little axe just sticking out of his nose.
It's not little.
I'm within the pool! Emerging out from the weeds as Kettle works at removing a nostril. Emerging out from the weeds, a form. A humanoid woman who by now you know well, but she looks different now. Threads of daughter, D-O-D-D-E-R, feed into her arms, her legs,
You could
her
use a different
head.
flower.
Use any
It's an
flower.
actual weed. I couldn't find a better one.
Dandelion.
It's a real parasitic weed. I did lots of research.
Okay. Nerd.
Feeds into her arms, her head, her legs, and even feeds around her face into her eye sockets, which look like craters of withered foliage. The Scion moves limply, jaggedly, and lunges at you. Roll initiative!
Ah!
I am still invisible.
Not you!
I can fight.
Do it anyway!
I know I can fight while invisible.
Hey, can I have a reroll
Belay
for
that.
initiative?
Initiative.
We do have some
They just
rerolls.
can't hit me.
14.
Okay, so we're gonna take some inities here.
Seriously.
And I'm gonna roll for Kisan,
Oh yeah, Kisan.
who's been here the whole time.
Does Kisan speak the language of the poem?
it was never said out loud, so who
yeah.
knows? It's in my notes.
He's in the group
Keyson's a
chat.
friend-ish.
Isn't he in the group chat?
You only
Oh
now
yeah,
realize
usually
there's
Keyson's in
been
the group chat.
like an academic-looking drow guy just like with the party the whole time, but always hanging like 10 yards back.
Oh right, Keyson's here.
It's the pretentious DM insert character.
Yeah.
Wow.
The character's pretentious, the DM is not pretentious.
Chat. Paid for this.
Also, yeah, that's from chat.
I try not to intrude too much, so don't worry about me. I'll just sort of be in the background.
Was that guy with us at lunch?
Yeah.
Yes, I've been here the whole time.
Wow.
I've got an 18.
I got a natural 20 on initiative when I took the reroll, and I feel like that might be an insult to something.
Okay, so real quick, let's go down the list here. 20 through 25.
20.
Great. So oh my god, Ella.
Hey.
There it is.
Hey.
And then 15 through 20. That was so polite.
18.
16.
Great.
And for my illusory self, it will end when I attack,
Okay.
Yeah.
but not until then.
Oh, we gotta roll for Tanvin
Which means
too.
I should be able to be
Fuck.
kind of extra sneaky
Okay.
or something.
Can I get 10 through 15?
14.
Okay. Oh no.
6.
But you're right there in his face.
I'm distracted.
It's a troubling time.
All
Can I
right.
offer you an egg?
Thank you.
And then that's our boy Kettle.
Bring it up the rear.
Well,
Like a bidet.
that's our new T-shirt.
I don't think up the rear like a bidet is our new t-shirt.
Or the
No.
worst rap lyric I've ever heard. Okay. Okay, I think you just figured out a power you have or something. You made it.
No, I just remembered what I did last week and how that's going to be very helpful for me in a second, I hope.
Beans. Before we begin,
Get wrecked.
we have a confessional from the Boba.
Why? No one cares about this B plot.
Apparently, chat does.
Apparently they do.
Yeah, the B is for Boba.
Count me in.
I've wandered these deserts for many years
What?
in search of meaning. I was taken in by a tabaxi family who didn't mind that I looked different from them, didn't mind that I was chewy, gelatinous goodness. They treated me as one of their own, raised me like a son. But in time, my wanderlust took over, and I knew I'd have to break their hearts. I left a piece of me behind to nourish them.
Oh.
It is upsetting in texture, but high in vitamins and minerals. And I proceeded north, into the swampy lands of Ella's birth, the Bog Barrens. There, I met the most interesting lizard folk, who took me on their Lotenvit on a grand adventure of the swamps, showing me sights I'd never seen, smells I'd never smelt, things I'd never done. But more on that later, if I get another confession. Verona Boba out.
Verboba was right.
Verboba. I
Boba's
know.
right there.
Meanwhile, I gotta roll for the Scion. Uh-oh. Ella, you're up.
All right. So,
Thank you for the reroll. We're gonna need that.
I don't want to waste this. I don't. It's fine. So look, this worked last time. So I am going to stride on up to her and just like push like my hands against her and try and like push her back and cast Dispel Evil and Good again.
Ooh.
Great. And is that a save on her part? How does that work?
So it is a save on her part, and
You'll
actually,
always have to remind me.
so let me pull this back for us. So I can dismiss her essentially, and drive her back to her home plane.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I make a melee spell attack.
Okay.
Also, my apologies.
This is where it could go wrong.
Can I have a reroll?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, shh, you take a break. You did a good one.
Yeah.
I think it's the same.
It's one more.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, it's one less.
Yeah, that sounds normal. What's my? Okay. Hey, can I have a reroll?
Go ahead.
This is what they're for.
Kaylee.
Because this is 18? 19.
Hey.
That will hit.
Okay, so then she needs to make a charisma saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
And so actually what my melee spell attack is, hey, remember the little pies that I made last time?
Yes.
So I pie her in the face actually. With one of those pies. So
Bless.
her roll is a 4.
Great. And her roll certainly fails. There is
I know I'm not gonna be allowed to do this.
a tricky aspect to this, though. Because you see, fortunately, Spring also learns from their mistakes and
I
failures.
knew I was only gonna be allowed to do this once. Haley knew that she wasn't gonna be allowed to do this and be able to do this again.
You
but-
see, as the scion personified before you is expelled right back into Dude's face.
Ah.
Kind of slapping Kettle on the way past as
Ow!
well.
Oh, sorry,
Who has
sweetheart.
almost half a nostril off.
Yeah.
Good job.
Just minus the gold over there. However, as she recedes back into
Go
Dude's
back
face.
into the Feywild and stay there.
Oh, when you put it that way. She recedes back into his face,
back where it
and
came
you see as his grin
Or say
reaches
something.
up to his little viney ears, and he goes, "Wah!" and emits the scion anew out of his mouth, who stands back up
Yeah.
with veins and vines again from the D-O-D-D-E-R of the face of Dew. It was good,
You got an
though.
explanation for that mechanically.
Because she expelled that one creature, and another creature
Oh,
summoned
it's a
her
second
again.
creature. All right, all
Because
right.
Dew is also here, kind of.
Yeah.
All right.
I thought about also trying to push Dew out, and I was like, that's,
It's
yeah.
a tie on 3.
Is that your turn? Do you have a bonus action, or was that all?
That was
Because
a lot.
you pied her, you pied her and did the
Invoking
spell.
the Amaranth and technically isn't. It's like a because I already I precast it, but I was a lot. So I'll.
Do you want to move or talk or hang out?
Are you good?
Settle down, man.
Hey, buddies, are you good?
No. No.
Oh,
Fair.
Dispelling
fuck?
don't work anymore. Just so everybody knows.
I'm sorry. What the fuck?
Fey Lord, Twisted Fey Lord. You should probably
Destroy
find
it.
What?
I'm not getting paid.
Oh, probably not.
Hopefully not getting killed.
All right.
Yeah, focus on surviving because he's nasty and so is he.
I'm done asking questions. I just
Alright.
like to fight.
Yeah.
You see Tanburn also running the length of the lab, trying to grab for certain ingredients. How did she get in? How is this possible? And he's grabbing up various lab equipment and trying to quickly throw something together.
Yeah, good luck, sweetheart.
You try to build a little anti-plant trap door there. Is that what that was?
Why didn't it turn into a bead?
Now we're asking questions.
Good question. Very good question.
Yeah, why did she go with the marble?
Detective Kettle returns.
Would somebody like to roll an Arcana or something similar to try and deduce that?
If it won't use my
they have the answer?
Can I use my
Right
bonus
here.
action?
Yeah.
Then maybe that would be my
Go
bonus
ahead,
action? Or,
yeah.
I'm like, if it won't, yeah, please go ahead.
Deduce away.
Yeah. I'm so
Deduce
good
it.
at deducing.
What's
We
your
have
What's your Arcana?
6.
It's not that bad. Give me
We
the
have
number.
7 rerolls.
It's
7.
Oh, you're bad at Arcana. I could have done this.
But no, I was gonna say if it's gonna take your action,
Is
I'll
it
use
going
my
to
bonus
roll?
action.
Is it going to take any of my action?
I'll say it'll take your reaction.
Is there
Ah, I
a chance
can't do
that
it.
this
Yeah.
is
Not
a
worth it?
pure
That's what I
strength
was-
roll?
It is
Okay.
not worth it.
Fair enough. You have rerolls. We have 7 rerolls.
Yeah, I just used 11 rerolls to do a thing
Okay,
that failed.
Get in.
No.
Do it.
I don't like this
Do it.
encouragement. You
Do
want one of
it.
mine?
Do a reroll.
I should not touch
You
other
look like a
people's
reroll.
dice.
Oh.
An 18.
Hey! It looks like to you, and I'll say you are able to deduce this more easily after having experienced.
I was gonna say I'm seeing the Scion when she isn't there. I gotta know more.
Yeah, and also having experienced this from the orcs when she got in there without apparently being able to.
Yeah, you have to be invited to a moot.
It appears that this daughter, this plant, this parasitic plant, is their entryway in. Because while it itself is not a Fey creature and thus is not subject to the Fey protections these establishments typically put up, they can invoke or call forth the Fey from within those places and thus never have to pass a barrier to enter. That is
Logic.
That's also how it went down with the orcs.
Right. And remembering that from the orcs also, you got a mole somewhere in here, sweetheart.
You just see Verona, the group is here. She's at the other end of the lab. She had taken off. Yeah, she's just like straight up running, and then she pulls this tarp down, revealing a automaton. Continue.
Ellen Ripley shit.
Yeah, mech suit.
Things are about to get
It is the Scion's turn.
Oh, fuck that.
Better than me?
Yep. So
This is about to really hurt. I'm right in front of her.
yeah,
Is it-
she's
we
a
don't
bit
do a lot of
cross
combat?
at Ella
I've
at the
got +5
moment.
to
Although I'll
initiative.
notice, I'll point this out for you, Ella. What was that? I can't read these.
Get-
Oh, that was a 20. Okay. It's hard to read. Sorry, I had to be sure.
Okay, wait, wow.
It's a nat 20?
Yeah, nat 20.
Help me.
No, I've got my reaction.
Oh!
Absolutely not. You can use a chronal shift, reroll it, and take whatever you get.
Okay. Now that's reroll. Okay, yes, okay, I understand.
As a reaction, anybody that rolls within 30 feet of me, I can do this twice. You have to re-roll it, and you have to take the second roll.
Be kind, rewind.
The new result was not a crit. It was still a 19 on the die.
Boo.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I'm assuming that hits.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
just not
great.
a
So we'll
crit.
double your damage.
But yes, wasn't a crit, so that's very good. That's helpful.
I'll take it.
However, Ella, you notice something. You can tell the Scion, just by looking at her face, also seems distressed at what's going on. She does not, she is straight up not having a good time. Does not seem to be participating in this joyfully. But you see as her limbs move to reach out to you, and all of a sudden those vines that comprise her form harden as they split away from her arm and pierce into various parts of your body, just spearing you throughout. Dealing, gotta roll some die here, hang on.
You heal from acupuncture.
Okay.
It fixes your posture.
Okay. 1d6 points of damage.
Wow.
As you bleed from a variety, a panoply of new wounds. Panoply. However, that is not all.
Oh, of course it ain't.
You also feel something taking hold as the spines pull away from your body. Are you immune to poison or resistant to it at all?
So, I don't think that's a thing that turtles are.
Bummer.
Oh, shit! All
That's the
right.
episode title.
Oh, bummer. You will take.
You're so tired of all of the campaign 1 characters, Vince. My God. Oh, my God.
My God, that was a really
That's
bad
our
roll.
healer. Oh, good.
No, bad for you.
Yeah.
Hey, that's our healer.
Yeah.
You will take an additional 20 points of poison damage per round.
Oh.
So when per your turn. When it comes back to you, you will take that next dose of damage, 20.
But I don't. Do I take it now also?
You
or
will
no?
not take it immediately. It's beginning to set in. That rolls over though to Effie. You are next.
Okay. Great. Above game.
Yeah.
That's a magical effect.
The poison?
No, it's poison. It's like a biological.
It's a physical effect, yeah.
So dispel magic would not cancel that out.
Something that would cure poison if you
Yeah,
have
no.
something like that.
Sure don't. Great. So then, instead, Effie gets to a position kind of like out of the line of fire to the best of her ability, kind of like gets behind something.
Yeah.
And pops up, and her invisibility ends as she casts immolation on the Scion.
Yeah.
So when she pops up, you can just see her with her book going, okay, fuck you!
Oh no! The ancient words!
And that is a dexterity save of
Okay.
15. And originally I was hoping to use my reaction to make you fuck this up.
That was cocked.
Thank you. Because ow.
That
Yeah.
was uncocked.
And?
And it was a 12.
Yes. Okay. Sorry, I'm very excited. This does so much damage.
Was that Effie coming through there? Like, legitimately?
Okay, so that's 8d6 of fire damage. And then in addition to that, at the start of your next turn, you will do another save, and it'll take another 4d6 if you fail or it ends on a successful one. So,
Okie dokie. Yeah, just keep rolling there.
Okay, so that's 26 points of fire damage.
Beautiful. Ow. my burns.
And then... All right, that is it for me.
Beautiful. Great. The fire lashes out, and you see as the vines singe and wither, although they are slowly replaced by new vines, though less speedily than they are withered at present.
I will say, actually, that was not it. This doesn't take an
Okay.
action of any kind, but I am going to use my Arcane Recovery to take back that spell slot.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
That's just a feature that I have, and it doesn't use any action.
Got you. I believe, isn't that on a short rest?
Nope. I get to do it once.
Okay, got you. Oh, I see. That's right.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Once
Great.
per
So take it back. However, we now have a legendary action to be used by our good friend the Scion. And who's she gonna ruin the day of? Oh, that's okay. That worked out pretty well, actually. Kettle.
Come at me, Birch.
Your.
Okay, that
It
deserves
took me like
inspiration.
How long do you have that saved? How long do you have that saved?
It's in the chamber.
He woke up at 3 a.m. the other night and was like, oh, I gotta write this down.
Let's get a letter difference.
Hey. It was good.
It was honestly great.
Thank you.
That said, your nose probing has not gone unnoticed. And so the Scion is called back and swings back on you. Horrible. And you notice as she's flailed towards you, her entire body becoming spiny as though her whole form is a mace coming down on you.
Oh no.
And let's roll this bad boy. Oh no, what was that? Oh, okay. Thought I got another nat 20.
Yeah.
It was a total of low 20s. Does that hit you?
Yeah.
Okay. Without doing all the math.
Yeah.
Not a nat 20. So, she comes barreling through and just clobbers into you. You feel your water slosh. You are shaken, not stirred, as you as you take. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay.
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 31 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's a little bit.
As your entire form is nearly mulched in a big, just calamitous hit. But that's not all.
No.
Can you be poisoned?
I don't know. That's what I was looking up. I don't know if water genasi have
We can
resistance.
say yes.
Sure, maybe.
I don't
We can
know.
do resistance to. For
It should be on there somewhere.
Yeah, I don't. It's fine.
Great. Okay, that worked out a little better for you.
Mm-hmm.
Not much. Okay. The poison seeps into your liquid. You become poison.
Ah.
And you will be taking 17 points of poison damage per round, starting next round.
I have acid resistance. 17.
17, yeah.
No good.
And that takes us to Verona.
It's a good thing that the 2 sacks of hit points are the ones getting poisoned.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Gosh.
Nobody get attacked by the thing.
Yeah, y'all, it's rough out here.
Oh my goodness.
Right. Good strategy. I'm on it.
I'm made of armor and I'm not in a good
Just
spot.
take all the damage, Harley.
Yeah.
So Verona has revealed their like large automaton. The eyes kind of flip open like a doll, and they glow a like a deep red color.
Ooh.
She climbs on the top, sort of like sitting on its shoulders. It has a seat here. And like on like the seat as a smaller seat is Dimitri's seat, and
He plugs in like a megazord.
yes,
Dimitri.
Uh-huh.
You form every part except one hand. Which
yeah,
is
and that's
He gets like a
Dimitri.
finger.
The controller for like the right arm.
And then just a little Zippo lighter again.
That's what the batteries are for.
He licks the controls and the whole thing powers up.
This is so my jam.
Get away from her, you son of a bitch.
It comes barreling down and clanking, and I raise a.
This lab is huge.
Yeah, it's so far.
I know. I'm coming.
I'm coming.
I'm picturing like the Danger Room style, like
What
just
is
a big
that?
from X-Men.
Oh.
Like the. Oh, okay, never mind.
It's like a holodeck, but it's made to fight.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. And so I get up to where the Scion and also where Kettle is. I raise one of the arms to Kettle, and I blast Kettle with an arcane jolt, healing him.
Oh,
I
betrayal.
fucking decimate Kettle.
Yeah.
We found the traitor!
That would have been sick. That would have been really sick.
Honestly, wouldn't be mad about it.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I wouldn't be mad about it.
You gotta roll a new character.
It's me. Don't know why I did your voice.
Gotta be a diamond somewhere!
Yeah, and I raise my thing and I shoot you, and do I have to roll to hit you? I'm sure I hit you. 21?
Yeah, that does.
Okay.
Indeed.
So you are blasted with a bright green, almost looks like a firework.
Ooh.
The bird shot of health.
Oh, that's not what I was hoping for. It's it's getting warmed up, the machine, and so the spark is like really like little, like, and you heal for 3 points of.
Thank you. Every little bit helps.
I rolled a 2d6, and that was.
Dimitri is cursing in lizards.
Yeah.
The right hand is the healing hand. Pay attention.
Gotta lick your battery to calm down.
And with my second action, I take the other side, the other hand, and I point it at the Scion and blast them.
And heal the sun.
The Scion, because I like
For
drama.
43.
It was 2d6, total of 43.
It's warmed up now.
Yeah.
Does a 16 hit?
No.
Oh, so
Good to know.
a large red blast happens that looks like a firework, and it slams into.
I don't know.
What a Foley artist.
I don't know why I'm doing this.
It's so good. And yeah, as a bonus action, because I have so many things. Where are you? What do you fight with?
Currently fighting with a longsword. Where am I in the room? We were all standing pretty close together.
Yeah, so that wall is
Yeah.
probably between 30 and 40 feet away, the wall of Dew's face.
Yeah.
The Scion came forward,
So maybe
played
like,
L a bit, and then circled back to the wall.
This is insulted at this point.
And then circled back to the wall. So our Scion is between 30 and 40 feet away.
okay.
So in seeing that didn't work, that kind of worked. She yells, "Dimitri, formation 2!" And Dimitri runs to you,
Ooh.
jumps onto your sword, casts branding smite on it, so that the next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before the spell ends, the weapon gleams with astral radiance when you strike and deals an extra 2d6 radiant damage to the target. And becomes visible if it's invisible, and the target sheds light. Blah 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 blah. Dimitri runs.
I picture Dimitri like putting battery acid in his mouth, lighting the Zippo, and just like
Flaming sword.
he's just like,
And then just runs away.
oh, that's good lizard, good lizard.
Okay, great. Sorry.
Nice.
Dead air! Oh no! Was that your turn?
Yeah, it was my turn.
Beautiful. Well, as it goes, we have a legendary action. So the Scion is gonna say, "Wow, Mecha Lady is a problem."
That's my
price-
favorite manga.
Wow.
It's a problem.
Mecha Lady is a problem.
It's transformation.
Be
I
your
prefer the
Claire
light
bio.
novel.
Neko wa mondai desu in Japanese.
Gender is confusing most of the time. I feel more like a mecha lady.
We gotta publish that shit now. All right, here we go. So, Scion's gonna go for you. The trail of vines are swung over to you. I don't know why.
Swung.
That was in my heart.
You just make a verb.
And she parts down the middle, almost forming two halves of the Scion split vertically, and tries to envelop the entire mech, and is gonna roll to hit. Does a 19 hit the mech?
Okay, 1 second.
Come on, Shinji. Don't mess this up.
Hit the fucking robot.
You said 19?
19.
Hits.
I
It
mustn't
hits.
be afraid. I mustn't be afraid.
I was
So much
honestly
more
kind of
help
rooting
on
for
my
you. She slams into both sides of the mech, and you feel as her body is coming back together with the mech in the middle, crushing it as best as she
Tabitha,
can.
no!
Tabitha, no! Pouring out. Well, we'll see how much damage this does.
She
so-
has a name, Vince. How does that make you feel?
I'm so sorry. Honestly,
think you
a
are.
lot better.
So did Ella.
Holy cow. Okay. Now, does the mech have its own hit
got
points, or is it
fucking
all
wrecked,
just
dude.
you?
The mech has its own hit points.
does
Okay.
Let me just double check. Yes, it has its own hit points.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That deals a total of 29 damage to the mech. What happens? Is the mech okay?
The mech's okay.
Okay.
The mech is, you said 29 points
Yeah.
of damage? The mech looks pretty worse for wear, but it still has fight net.
Great. She will use a bonus action.
I shouldn't have said that. I should have been like,
You killed it!
And you see. Oh no, it's broken.
Dramatically on the next turn. Oh, I
got better.
I think it's got a little bit left in it.
Now that's an anime.
As all of the vines begin to seep acid into and onto the mech, just leaking this acrid green liquid around you. That's gonna do. I'll say, roll a con save for the mech. Does the mech have con? Okay, great. Just roll that, I guess.
okay,
Like,
okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Tempered steel.
17.
Not bad.
I was gonna roll a flash of genius on you.
Oh. This will do half damage. You succeeded.
Okay.
This will do half. As the mech, great paint job, resists some of the burning acid damage. And the entire mech around you, though not you within, still safe, takes, sorry, I cut this in half, 14 more points of damage.
Ooh, okay.
And so the mech is currently enveloped by Scion as the turn passes to Rickard.
Okay. Rickard is just going to swing around his now flaming longsword, just like, fucking look at this. All right, let's go. And just like runs at the Scion and swings. And that's going to be I turned on the very fancy dice with all the effects.
It takes a second.
And it takes a second.
No dead air.
A million dice around you.
We have a
podcast. 20 to hit.
Human fighter, go!
It hits.
20 hits. Human fighter, go! So that's gonna be 10 damage to
Okay.
start. And then I'm gonna use one of my superiority dice
no.
to try to turn this into a tripping attack. Could you please run roll a strength save?
Oh, I can.
Is this on the Scion?
Yeah, this is on the Scion.
Why
Dude's a
isn't it-
face in a wall, and I don't know what's going on.
Why is it not a new round yet? I need it to be a new round.
Do you add the astral damage too?
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Thank you. What
yes,
was the astral damage?
2d6.
2d6 of
Yeah.
astral damage.
Round's gonna hurt
And
a lot.
what is your...
That's
But I
gonna be
can,
a 15.
To beat a
It's
15.
You gotta
Thanks.
beat a 15.
She did not beat
still
the
report.
15,
I've got
but
2 ways to do this.
she uses, and perhaps for the first time on Fails, if I had a boss do this, a legendary distance.
I'm gonna make him burn 'em.
Right.
She stabilizes herself honestly on the mech.
Yeah.
The mech is really helping her out right now.
Wait.
Oh, you cheated.
No.
Unless does the mech want to fall over?
Oh, Tabitha is so dramatic.
If you're willing,
Fates, yeah.
if you're willing to effectively trash the mech for a round, as in it would have to then stagger
so
back
that?
up and not be useful,
Yeah.
you can topple the Scion with it. I'll allow that to omit the legendary resistance.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
taking a dive?
Taking a dive.
Dip.
Yep.
She'll
Is the
blast.
Scion still in melee with me, or did she move? Or did she like
Well, you
reach
banished
out?
her. Oh no,
back?
because then came out and attacked you. Yeah, so when she pulled away to attack Kettle, that would have been pulling out of melee with you. Would you like to have done a attack of opportunity, or what are you thinking?
Yeah, I would have liked to have done.
Just
attack
roll
of
that.
opportunity.
Do
Oh
you-
no, you. I'm a warcaster. I can use light as a
Uno.
reaction.
Reverse.
Great.
Level Warcaster.
Beautiful. So I roll the attack roll on
second.
myself. I'm rolling a.
No,
it's
you're rolling a save.
Save? Okay.
Let's see.
Hey, bud.
I'm.
It's okay.
This is the end.
The blight's on Vince.
Yeah, the light's on me. I just want to make
I'm
sure.
Plant.
It's just it's a disadvantage, of course.
Okay.
because of-
We'll get to your attack in a moment. I
Plant.
promise.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No worries.
Try and cut her down for it a little bit.
Spell save DC?
It's high. 15.
Okay. Yeah, I was in the low teens. So we'll say you got it.
Not good.
64.
Oh,
64.
my vines.
Yeah, because she's made of
Plant.
plant.
Yeah, shit. You see again as what does your blight look like in this case? Paint me a blight picture.
I think what was it? I think it's salt. It's always salt. So I like pull like just like this like black salt out of my little picnic basket that I have, and I just as she
Delicious.
moves away, just cast it over her. So good.
And you see as her form begins to melt around her, and again she
Slug.
just has this like her face is fallen, her lips drawn down in this pained, sorrowful scowl, and you see as sap and acid from the vines is running down her face from the ruptured foliage comprising her body. She's straight up not having a good time.
I want you to know
cannot
that
stress this enough.
I took blight off my spell list the last time we rested.
It's a plant campaign. Come on.
I literally will never take blood away.
Add another.
Meanwhile-
Add another
That's a
6
roll.
for the astral damage.
Okay, great.
And then I rolled 2 more attacks. They both hit.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to do another 10, 11. So that's another 21. And then the astral will be for 10,
Stop.
Yes.
12,
Get him.
No, no,
15.
no, no more.
So that's
No, stop counting.
34
Don't do it.
in
Don't
total.
speak, please.
Yeah, so that's gonna be 34 damage.
Ow!
Yeah, and that's
And
the
is that
end.
just you just being a whole lot of
That's just
slashing?
me. Yeah, and so he's just like down on the ground now, and he's just like kind of like he's just trying to hack through a hedge. He's
Yeah.
just like he's trying to get Tabitha out of the middle of the thing.
Okay, great.
And just kind of like hack Tabitha out, and just like, come on, get out of there, come
I'll say
on.
with that, you can certainly sever the Scion from Tabitha, who does look pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
But the Scion releases Tabitha and recoils as pieces of her body are being sheared away. Yeah, fuck. However, something else happens. Contacting this mystery magic of the Fae, you feel it channel down your
Am
sword.
I baby now?
No.
Okay.
There's something so much better. Not Irish.
Double
Uh,
Irish.
Super
Double
Irish.
secret Irish.
No backsies.
You feel the power channeling down your arm, into your shoulders, your chest, your face, and all of a sudden your cheeks feel malleable, expansive. You have a bullshit scroll power. Your power is you can inflate your cheeks and float away.
What? That's the dumbest
In
thing
an
I've
action?
ever heard.
What is it? A reaction? A bonus action?
It's just an action. Yeah, it's a thing you can
Okay.
do.
It's a full action?
Bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And how far? What's the movement speed? Let's hash this out.
Does it incur an attack of opportunity?
Does he go
I'll
up?
give you I'll give you 30 feet of flying cheek speed.
Sure.
But it is
Standard.
It's not terribly well controlled. I'll warn you that.
Sure.
Because
It's like a hot air balloon.
yeah, it's very just like you're gonna careen into something.
It's a fizzy lifting drink.
It is.
There is. But you have to be cheeked up the whole time you do it.
Super cheeked up.
And I always am. Now, let's talk about my second action.
Okay, great, please.
I love fighters.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
For my second action, I'm going to use Commander Strike. And I'm going to point at Kettle and go, all right, big guy, you're up.
Oh.
Plant hater, go.
Yeah.
And
hours
you
later.
now get an attack, and you will add one of my superiority die to that.
Ooh. What are you using? D6s?
D10.
Ooh.
You're gonna add that to the damage. roll.
Damage.
Great.
So he's gonna be like, I knocked him down, you knock him out.
Oh. I'm fighting Dew.
No. Turn around. This one,
Every
buddy.
now and then I get Anyway,
We'll get the face of the wall after this.
is your turn over?
That is going to be the end of it. Yeah.
I'm waiting for your fifth action. Okay.
No,
Second
I
wind,
actually.
third wind?
Oh no, wait.
Not
You're
much
right. I
anymore.
do have a third action. You're right. I do have a third action. But you do your Commander Strike first, please.
Okay,
Yeah.
can I go?
Would that
Does
be
it
on his
happen
action?
immediately?
Yeah, it happens immediately.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So with that, can I change targets? Is that
Yep.
okay?
Yeah. Although the face will incur an attack of opportunity.
He'll go.
He try. He growth.
As a free action, can Ella just go?
Make the face quiet. That's fair.
Does a 16 hit the scion?
Yeah.
Mm.
The face is also going to give you a lashing. Great.
Try.
Does a 17 hit you?
No.
Does it not?
No, it does not.
No.
Fuck yeah.
No.
Well
Come on.
done.
That's what I'm telling you.
Stop.
However,
Stop out with the 17.
unfortunately, this attack missing you is what kills you.
Don't.
No.
You can't
I
do
wouldn't.
that.
I would
You're
never.
the dungeon
I
master.
love you.
We talked about
You're
that.
my favorite. Don't tell them.
I'm gonna roll down.
We already know.
I didn't.
9, and
You're
that
Kai's favorite.
that includes that. Oh, actually 11 total
11 damage.
damage with the commander
Perfect.
strike.
She definitely
rolled-
loses.
You rolled a D10 and you only got a.
I got a 6 on
Oh,
the D10.
okay. All right.
I got a 3
Yeah,
on my
that's
D12.
fine.
Wasn't that good enough for you? I'm sorry. Could he have done better for you?
I
was
pictured this.
+2.
I pictured this as his moment.
Didn't
That's
live
all.
up.
That's
to
all.
you?
I wanted
Okay.
more for you.
This was just
It's not that you failed. I wanted the dice to do more for you.
Look,
Take me
Kettle's
apart
already
now.
got a complex. You're making this so much worse.
It's Kison's turn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kisa.
I was like, oh no, but he's fine.
Yeah.
No, it's
I'm-
not.
I'm
I have one
guilty.
more action.
Oh my god, do you really?
Yes! That was 2 actions. I have 3.
Kison starts and
Everybody, why is everybody interrupting my turn? I'm just trying to fight a plant.
You do it.
All right.
I love how you played back to back the
Say 50
classes
cents.
that have the most long fucking turns possible.
Baby, I love many actions.
What do you do?
I'm just gonna swing on you again, baby.
do
That's
a big
all.
ol' hitty, yeah.
That's all. But
Little
that
bitty
is
hitty.
gonna be 3 more attacks. Rolling
Just roll a lot of dice.
my incredibly slowly animated dice. Oh, that's a crit! That's a crit on 1.
And it made a fun little design.
It made a fun little design. That's what we wait for. So that one we're gonna say that's a 19.
18 or above hits.
Yeah. So that's a 19 damage on that one because
Great.
it does that. And then my third is gonna be. Come on.
No, it's too quiet. Dead air.
Only one of the 3 hit, but it hit for 19.
Doubled for your crit.
Yeah.
That's the double.
Oh.
That's the double number.
That's the double number.
And then you
Good for you, buddy.
2d6.
I didn't do, and then 2d6 for it. Sure.
Yeah.
That's great.
18,
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
21. So that's going to be 27.
That's great. That's a wonderful chunk of damage.
You know what, though? One of those rolls is
If you
close.
use one more action, so help me God.
One of those rolls was close enough. I got a 13, and what I'd like to do is use a superiority die again. I love these things.
Okay.
And I'm gonna add a superiority die to that to try to make it hit.
God, we love a human fighter.
Yes.
We love just a basic ass human fighter.
We love the example class in the player's handbook.
Okay, so that definitely hits. And so that's going to be an additional 8. And then the 2d6 for the astral. 15, 17. So that's 17 on top of the 22 already.
39.
So that's 39.
Okay.
That's 39. And he's just like, what is going on? Someone explain everything to me. Thank you.
You notice with every swing, your sword is a little harder to pull back out, as there's like sap filling in the wound.
He's like,
that
don't take so many hits.
sticks in there. And then rocks fall on you?
And then
Spikes.
Somewhere Klulik also dies?
Yeah,
Somewhere
yeah,
Rodney dies?
All of your characters.
No, but she's looking worse for wear. The vines just like holding on for dear life as she is leaking all of this fluid. As it's Kison's turn, right?
Oh,
Yes.
Right?
Go.
Okay,
Go.
here we go.
Hurry.
Ricker's just like, no, take a turn. Take a turn. I am
I've
winded.
been planning this for a while now. And Kison, noticing the battlefield here, feels like, oh, Scion is occupied right now. And he sprints over to the face of Dew. The face that is Dew's.
The face
Dew's
of
face.
Bo.
Yeah, we get it. We get it.
And you see as he reaches out his hand, and as he does, his hand seems to change from his ordinary skin tone, the structure of his body, to what looks like it could be stalks of wheat, the bark of a tree, very spring-esque in itself. And he grabs onto the vines that comprise Dew's face. And you see as his form begins to stutter a little bit, like it's loosening gradually his grip on Boros. There's no like permanent banishing as of yet, but it seems to really be unsticking him from the world.
That's what I was trying to do.
You stick 2 fingers up his nostrils, and then you 2 in his mouth, and you pull in opposite directions.
However, that brings us down to Mr. Tanburn's turn. He's been throwing together.
He's gonna read about it.
Hey, fuck you, buddy.
He's gonna spend some money on it. He's gonna hire someone to look at it for him.
He's been throwing together various ingredients, various implements, seeming to try to contrive something that would assist in the fight for the last however many seconds it's been now. It's all happened very quickly. But as he does so, you all realize with a start that Yasmin has wandered down the ramp,
No!
hearing the commotion, and stands stunned, watching these horrors unfold. Dew clocks her, grinning a thorny simper as the Scion lunges for her. You hear Tanburn cry out, the closest one to the
Scion's
front
not
entrance.
lunging for anything. Scion's prone. I tripped it. It's on the ground. And that's
Scion.
flavor that you chose.
The Scion uses half of its movement speed and stands up.
As long as you get it by the book.
Yeah.
Sorry, I should have broken it all down for you guys. You can find the detailed diagram on our website.
Don't do that.
No, we don't. No, please. Don't make me make it.
Please, I run the website.
You hear Tanburn cry out and sprint toward his daughter, tackling the Scion, who runs him through mid-swing with a spiny fist through his body. Her face contorting in horror even as Tanburn's blood runs down her arm. Mr. Tanburn gasps, sputters, coughs, eyes wide, and reflexively reaches towards his daughter before going still and limp, sliding off the Scion's arm and onto the floor in a heap. That rolls us over. Kettle's turn.
I would like to rage.
Kettle, angry.
Teddy!
Angry.
And what's better yet, Not only is Kettle angry, Kettle is baby.
From the rage, you can see him like just totally boil over, and
Hell yeah.
through this like steam cloud, baby Kettle is formed. Tiny and like bright red and still steaming.
Awesome.
Little Ketty.
All right, so
Kitty.
Kid Ketty!
Oh my god.
now that's a t-shirt. Now, the Scion is now close to the entrance, standing over Tanbird's body. Yasmin, not much further than that. What do you do?
Well, first of all, since the rage goes off, that steam has a wild surge, so we'll find out what happens with a 3. An intangible spirit, which looks like a flump or a pixie, your choice, appears within 5 feet of you.
It's
I don't-
the
It's like a jellyfish.
jellyfish from the Underdark. They're
Oh,
the
fun.
best.
Okay. How
At
cute.
the end of the current turn, the spirit explodes, and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 force damage. Until your rage ends, you can use this effect again, summoning another spirit each of your turns as a bonus action.
Exploding spirit.
Exploding jellyfish.
Yeah.
I have a
Okay.
character like that in Genshin.
So shit's just popping off.
Literally.
Okay, great.
Genshin.
So what kind of? I'm rolling a dex save, was it?
Dex save, yeah.
Okay, so I was also taking a note at the same time.
Yes.
Great. And what is your DC?
I guess, let me check my spells as Kettle, which is interesting. No DC there. 13.
No, I just failed. I
Yay!
got a 12.
So it takes d6. 3 points
Is it just one little pop?
for now. I'll see that like baby Kettle released this exploding jellyfish.
I love the rage.
I look over at Verona. I'm like, that's the most adorable temper tantrum I've ever seen.
So cute.
It's so.
Tiny, teeny,
Oh
tiny
my
baby.
goodness.
No, sorry, was that your surge?
That was my wild surge.
Okay,
for
good. So you
rage.
have a turn now.
Yes.
Great.
Also, since it is my turn, does
Yeah.
the poison take effect that is in my body?
You know what? That's fun.
No.
For who?
Is it gonna take you down?
It'll, I mean, more hit points, yeah.
Okay, you're fine. You're fine. Great. Take it. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to hear some flavor. How does Kettle deal with that poison eroding his very body?
Oh dear. So yeah, Kettle has now lost a lot of his body mass, and he's just looking at the situation. Not only that, he's lost his father figure, and he's
Yeah.
losing his best friend to his sworn enemy. So with all of that, Kettle is pulled in multiple directions and just looks disheartened as you see this sort of like green tinge to the red baby Kettle body starts it like spreading like an infection around its body.
Ooh.
He sort of like wills it down a bit, but it's still there.
Yeah. Just boiling away in there. And you're so tiny. So goddamn baby. Great.
So then Tiny Kettle attacks.
Perfect. So roll that.
Going after the Scion specifically around. Is it capturing Yasmin?
It's still in motion toward her.
That's who he's going after, or the tendrils that are going after her.
Great. So at the moment, it's still just like the Scion's arms.
Yeah.
Because she sloughed off Mr. Tanburn and is now reaching toward Yasmin.
21. And that is 6. Oh, 12 total. 12 points of damage.
Oh, okay. Describe the hit to me.
So,
Charge in there.
Baby Kettle is just like overwhelmed with everything, but he's still able to, as Rickard has taught, to form the sword with his tiny baby hands.
Yes!
And it's not like a noodle.
Not like a noodle. It's got an
real.
edge.
It's got some real body to it.
And he tumbles forward and becomes a spinning saw.
He's a baby Voldo!
Yeah! But not creepy.
Let him rip!
Yeah. And so he just goes towards
Beyblade.
these, yeah, Beyblade.
Beyblade!
Towards these tendrils.
Beautiful.
Ah, we're gonna have to. It's like Muppet Babies. We're gonna have to. We have to
Yeah.
commission someone to
There's
draw.
There's a
failed
baby
tape
Kettle
babies.
capsule collection.
We have to. It's gotta be
Do
a
you
failed
have
tape babies in the Muppet Baby
multi-attack?
style.
Yeah. This would
Okay.
be a second attack if.
So those blades slash into her and start just like mowing the lawn.
Weed whacking.
Weed whacking the weeds. And as you see her slowly being cut down, in like shorter and shorter and shorter in stature.
Down to my size.
I want to say that next attack.
Fight me!
My next attack.
Let's see it.
Oh no! Can I have a reroll?
Take
We
it.
have enough.
Here.
Take them. Use them.
I will. Oh jeez.
Use them.
Wait. 13? No, yeah.
Use them.
Okay, high math. 25.
Hell yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. 10 plus 2, 12 again.
Did you get it?
This pure synchronicity. It's beautiful. Yeah, and you're still spinning, yeah? You're still like grinding her down.
There's like a steam outpouring.
wood
from-
chippering.
Yeah.
Awesome, beautiful.
Yeah.
It just shreds of vines all over the mulch.
Yeah, it's
The
just
splash
vines
zone.
and mulch and just like mist, and it's just like, ugh.
Sticky sap.
Yeah.
Before we resolve this, we have one final confessional to get to.
Oh?
For a nearby fractal tree
Always gotta have a tree confessional.
Ooh la la.
coming in. I am become infinite. I contain multitudes. Now, there is no limit to where I can go, to the power I contain, because all of my little leaves is a whole little tree into itself. Fractal. In case you weren't sure, I also Googled it myself. But now, I am taking a new path in life. No longer do I pursue love, companionship. I am a changed shrub. Instead, I am hunting. Or you could say, I am putting together a team. I have already recruited my first ally. And he holds up a little glowing, worse for wear, but still strapping and ready to fight. Barrett.
Oh.
Verona out. We have a whole meta narrative going on,
There's
right?
a lot happening.
Assembling the Tree Vengers.
Just
Yes,
from
it
the
really
confessionals. Y'all have made a whole other story from the confessionals.
Yeah, that's chat story.
The vines
Stick
wither.
Fury.
Hey!
Stick Fury. Okay, gonna take that next time. That's fantastic.
And no inspiration for it.
No,
Oh!
never does.
Hey,
never
you know
does.
what? Anthony Carboni,
Yeah.
Rickard
Ellsworth.
Ellsworth, take 2 inspiration.
Whoa!
That's all
I
you'll ever
will.
get.
In
Hey,
the nostrils.
Anthony Carter, Richard, take the rest of the night off.
Good night, everybody.
You did
Off on out.
Meanwhile,
Get out of here.
Kettle, as you deal that damage, you feel yourself as well contacting the spring wild.
Uh-oh.
Getting a little closer perhaps than you intended to, and taking a little bit of power from it yourself. As it crazy straws into you.
That tracks.
All of a sudden, your body grows tougher, harder. You have a bullshit scroll, which I'm calling hard water. And
That's ice. Ice?
no, hard water, like in your tap. Like when
yeah.
it's like too much
You need
stuff in
some
it.
softening salt.
Like
Yeah.
calcium.
But it's good. In this case, it's good. It doesn't fuck up your pipes. Anyway, we're getting away from the point.
It'll mess with your water pressure and stuff.
Do I get AC bonus?
You can use this once per long rest
Okay.
to have a single hit miss you,
Hey!
or to succeed a single dex save if you're being attacked with it.
Holy moly.
Little shield.
By hardening your body.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Once
No
per
more floppy
long rest?
swords. Huh?
Once per long rest?
Once for long rest. The vines wither and recede. You watch as Dew's visage before you sags and struggles to maintain composure and shape before melting back into the mess of foliage. Suddenly, an individual vine lashes out at all of you, gripping an exposed leg, an arm, wherever they can, and each of you hears something in your minds. It sounds like chaos at first, then the rage of battle, then static, until you hear a voice. Hang on, hang on! Oh my gods, we've done it! We're We're connected. Again, quickly, it has to be now. Ella, you recognize this as the voice of Fess. Suddenly, the line stutters again. And you hear Bora. It's going to be okay, friends. We have control, if only for a few minutes. Not long enough to explain. Just hang on. You all feel a new presence in your minds, and you see a face. She is like a bird of paradise, like an orchid. Skin of petal, hair of golden moss and gossamer. She lifts a hand of the purest spring water, refreshing and clear, and speaks in the songs of birds. My friends, tell me your story. And that is where we will end for tonight. Tune in next week, because next week is our Oops All DMs episode. Featuring the Seer of Agen, the Agen Seer, who will allow all of our heroes to tell a little piece of their own story for our episode. So don't miss that! And first and foremost, as we conclude, yo, what's up? Serena Marie, amazing job, Verona Hart, just killed it!
So good.
Oh, this is so fun.
What a good Mac baby.
I know, I love you match our chaos energy.
No, so great.
We
Well,
love a nervous scientist with a big robot.
Yeah.
y'all absolutely smashed that goal. We will be showing a cattle epilogue, most likely after next week's episode, but we'll let you know for sure.
We'll see.
We have scheduled, like he and I talked about it, so
Yeah,
it should be
Great.
fine. Should be fine.
A Kepalog.
The epilogue. So yeah,
Kid Capilog.
in the meantime,
Kellogg?
let's go around the table one more time. Tell everyone who we are, who we've been, and where to find us. Starting with Baby Kettle.
Hello, I'm Little Baby Cattle. I'm Xander Genre. You can find me everywhere at Xanderific with 2 R's and 1 F. My main hub is Twitter. You can also find me on Twitch, where I stream regularly. Let's see. Oh, New York by Night was just announced. Yay!
Woohoo!
So
Yeah.
I'll be joining the main coterie for season 2, and that'll be at the end of this month, September 30th. Yay!
That was all.
Hi, I am Sage Ryan, and I have been Effie, your Kalistar wizard. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Not Sage. I stream on my channel Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. You can find me here on this channel every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for It's Too Early with Anthony. And most times when this channel is live.
Hey everybody, I'm Kaylee Bray, playing Ella Britt, your Turtle Death Cleric, who's just trying to do a good job and keeps getting stabbed about it. You can find me on the internet at Hop a Barbarian. Yeah, most of the time when Sage is here, I'm here too. And everything else, eventually I'll get to talk about. At some point, so just follow me on Twitter.
Oh, hi. How are you? I'm Anthony Carboni. I've been playing Rickard, your just boring ass vanilla ass like human fighter. Like, just, you know.
They just kept hitting and hitting.
Just kept
and
hitting,
hitting,
Don't
and
sell
hitting.
yourself
and
short.
smacking and smacking.
Effective?
Yep.
Did most of the damage.
You can find me everywhere on the internet at A Carboni, except for here on Twitch, where I'm at Anthony Carboni. Twitch, you cowards, it's mine. Give it back to me. My science comedy podcast with Jeff Canada is called We Have Concerns. You can listen to that at wehaveconcerns.com. And lately, I've been super into poke bowls, and I know I'm late on that, but like I've just gotten really into them lately. So like,
Also, a lot of great Pokeball places near here.
they
like,
just, you know what, man? They're just opening up, and I'm
Yeah.
enjoying it. I love a poke bowl, so that's me.
I'm Serena Marie. I play Verona Hart.
Yay!
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at SerenaXMarie. Also, you can find me on Dropout's new season of A Court of Fae and Flowers. Or Wednesday with the Dungeon Run on Twitch.
Hell yeah.
We've all got our tight little clap down.
And I have been and am Vince Casso, your DM for this adventure. Always happy to cause horrifying spring encounters and heartbreaking deaths and some laughs. You can find me online.
It's the comedy one.
Sure. You can find me all over the internet
little
at
dad.
Vince Casso, Twitter, Twitch. I don't stream anymore, but everywhere else also. I'm great at these. You know what? Come on over to the Discord. Hang out on there. I'm there all the time. Talk about the show. And check out our Patreon. Lots of fun bonuses there, including early drops of the coming episode title and some other fun little like tidbits about the episode to come. We'll often drop in the Patreon. So, yeah, good night. Verona's out.
Award-winning host.